good with y'all, man? It's your boy David. We are back with another reaction video. Today we are reacting to... Woo! Let's get it, nigga. We got Cameron and J. Cole in the motherfucking stove. Oh my god, I can't wait to hear this shit, bro. But with that being said, make sure y'all like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. It's that time, nigga. Let's get straight to it, man. I hope you're having a wonderful, blessed day. I know I am. That's what they got to say.
Alice Neva, when she's sick fixing somebody's collar, I don't know what may happen next time she...
And it's crazy because that nigga Cam was talking about some... Man, I'm finna sue this nigga, bro. I hopped on this album. He ain't even giving me my interview. I'ma sue this nigga. What you finna do now, Cameron? The 6'5" God is in your presence, my nigga. What you finna do, Cameron? Lock in. But nah, the pause hat is crazy though. The pause hat is actually fucking diabolical though. Man.
What's up, man?
I'm just saying, like, a lawsuit, bro.
A lawsuit over me? A lawsuit? That's how we handle things? I thought we was rappers. A lawsuit? Are you crazy? Man.
Lawyers?
You know, it wasn't like that.
I'm just saying, bro. You got niggas like...
Come here, give me a hug, man.
All right, man. That's what I was waiting on, man. Thank you, man.
Hey! I can't wait. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this whole all fucking day on me, nigga. Come on, bro.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Talk with Flea. Now, look, I got a real special guest today. An introduction is, I would have to have a scroll, an old school scroll for an introduction of my guest today. And I know a lot of people thought that this interview probably wouldn't happen, or we wouldn't be speaking, or we wouldn't even be in the same room.
Right.
But today,
that's how y'all niggas made it seem. God damn, made it seem like you hated this nigga, bro. My God.
I have a good friend of mine who stopped by to talk with Flea. My man J. Cole. What's good, bro?
Ooh, Jermaine. When I pull up in your city, they be screaming, Jermaine! Outcast, but I was never cast out. Man, come on. Oh my God. It's my nigga. It's my... Oh my goodness. Let me... Composure, bro. Composure, bro.
What's up, bro?
Yo,
how you feeling, man?
The legend in the flesh. Oh my God, nigga. Oh shit. Cold world, nigga. The heat of blast through your speaker. He the last one hit cause no weakness last in my sneakers.
Thank you so much for coming, man. Thank you so much for coming. So let's just get the elephant out the room. So,
get it.
So right, because your fans is on me. they on my ass.
Your fans probably on me.
They on my ass, right? So a couple months ago, I put a lawsuit out. I never talked about it, never said anything about it. And the reason I did it is because I just felt like, damn, when he called me to do something, he kept kind of brushing me off when I asked for a favor. And then I kind of scrolled down and looked at when the first time I asked you to do something, the shit said 2022. And I was like, hold up, man. So yeah, it gave me a time to do something, time to do something. And then we actually talked, and I appreciated our conversation because you was like, yo, if you feel a way, just say something. But this is my process, Cam, that when I write a rhyme, I'm trying to have the best rhyme I'm doing. When I
and respectfully, I knew J. Cole had a deeper character than that. I was like, there's no way J. Cole just snubbed you. I ain't even saying J. Cole the type of nigga not to snub a nigga. He rich and famous. He can do whatever the fuck he wants to a nigga to be like, not whatever the fuck he want, but he could be like, I don't care about that. I don't care about this. I'm focused on this right here. Cause you know what I'm saying? He got the autonomy to do that. But I don't feel like he just snubbed you, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, there's no way he just snubbed this nigga. That's crazy.
do an interview, it's because I have something to promote.
Right.
So I was just basically going off what you told me.
Right.
And I'm like, this is kind of a long time from what you told me.
Fact.
So let me ask you this: when you first seen the lawsuit, because I never talked about it.
Right.
Never talked about it.
Right.
What was your emotion when you seen it?
Yo, I was like, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, hurt almost.
Like, damn, nigga. But I got love for you though. You my dog. I know the feeling, bro.
Disappointed, like.
I never been sued for nothing. I don't know about that shit, but you know, I'm like, like I got love for you, gang. Why you do that to me?
Cause I got so much respect for you, you know what I mean? And I look at you like I know you are as a stand-up person, you know what I mean? And so in my mind, I'm just like,
And it's like, and honestly, if this was me, I'd be like, damn, what did I do to make a stand up nigga feel this way to where he had to sue me? I'm tripping. I must be tripping. That's how I feel. If I make a good person, like if I fuck up with a good person, I'm like, what did I do to this person that I know is a good person to make them feel this way, to where they feel antagonistic towards me? What did I do to them? You feel me?
Nah, Cam, not you. Like, because even when you said like I was brushing you off, it's like you gotta clarify for them. What was happening was Cam did 2 things for me, and he did them bitches quick. When I wanted you on the 95 South intro, what you need? Boom, boom, I got you. I fuck with you. I don't even fuck with a lot of niggas. I fuck with you. Boom, boom, man, I appreciate that shit. Then when in the studio when we did I'm Ready, we remade I'm Ready. I'm like, yo, we gotta get Cam on this. This shit'll be legendary. When I hit you for that, nigga came through damn near immediately. Like we just happened to be in New York same time. Verse in 15 minutes, you did not tell a lie when you said that. Nigga knocked the verse out. I just went to the bathroom, damn near. You know what I mean? I walked in the other studio, hollered at niggas. My engineer came in like, yo. You said what?
Corday was there.
Corday was he was there that day?
Yeah, he was there that day.
That's right.
Shout out to Corday too.
Yes, shout out to Corday. So so you did that shit quick as fuck. So mind you, as soon as you do the verse, in my mind I'm like, I say, Cam, yo, let me get your lawyer info. Let me get your manager info.
Real quick to tap in, when I did my verse so quick, it's like, you know, because I've been in the game a little longer than you, but it seemed like you was verifying, like you listened to it, not saying you fuck with it, but you was like, nah, I ain't do this quick. It's almost like you study my shit. That's what I'm saying. I understand where you come from being a lyricist. I remember you sitting there like, nah, this shit is all right.
You know why? Because I'm listening. When I go back and I listen, and it's almost a weird.
When you an artist, it's like hearing another nigga shit. You get very analytical. You're like, this is good. This is actually very fucking good. You did this in 15 minutes. Okay, man. Okay, I believe you, man. I believe you. I'm skeptical, but I believe you.
Your place for me because it's like, yo, you can. So but I still when I'm listening.
It's your project though.
There you go. So I'm listening almost afraid, like
you don't want to tell me.
I don't want to have to tell Ken like
I don't want to have to sit there and tell him this shit trash. Redo it. Redo it. Hey, this shit not it. Redo that, bro. Hey, could you imagine? Oh, I know that shit awkward in a bitch. Hey, just a conversation. Hey, man, you know, I fuck with you. You Cameron. You know I fuck with you. You gotta redo this verse though. Oh,
yo, Cam, you reapproach. So if I'm listening like that, it's really because of that. Then I'm hearing, I'm like, nah, this nigga went crazy. Like that's you smoked it. So you know when you was leaving. You so cool, nigga smoking a black and mild on the couch. You know what I mean? Nigga knock his verse out, and then when you leave, and I say, yo, Cam, like, let me get your lawyer info, you know what I mean, or whoever, so I can get you paid. I'm on that early. Mind you, we did this song a long time ago. You like, nah, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, nah, Cam, not like.
And you know what? I respect that. Because me personally, if I'm an artist and I got niggas on my song, niggas getting paid same day. Same day. Yeah, I might pay a nigga same day. Shit, fuck, if I got it like that, I might reach in my back pocket, pull out the stacks, drop a stack on a nigga head, boom, for the verse. On me, I don't even play like that. I don't play with niggas' money. I don't give a fuck. I don't play about my shit. I'm not finna play with somebody else shit. Word to God, on God, nigga.
Please, like, you know what I mean? You like,
absolutely.
Nah, trust me.
This is
don't
true.
worry about it. So, in my mind, my spite, not for you, but in general, my spidey senses will normally go up. Because in my mind, I'm like, I don't want nobody thinking I owe them a favor. But I'm like, it's Cam. Like one.
And honestly, that's so real. I don't want to owe nobody shit. He ain't gonna lie.
I do Cam a favor anyways. I pay him and still do whatever the favor is. You know what I mean? So it's like, this shit would never get weird in my mind. I'm like, cool, he insists. I ain't going, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to trip. Years go by. The song, remember I told you the song was probably going to come out in like a few months or something. But my process is like, clearly it took me 10 years on this album. So my process is so much that it's like that song didn't drop till 2 years later, a year and a half, whatever it was. So the song dropped, boom, boom. I give you very short notice that the song is gonna drop. You know what I mean? But I'm like, yo, you still cool with us putting this out? You're like, cool, no problem, boom, boom, boom. So when it's time to do the paperwork, now I've learned my lesson. You also taught me a good lesson, and I do appreciate that. Because industry standard is like, if somebody do a verse for you or they produce for you, how we move, we so last minute, and in the game, it's like standard to be like, we'll work it out after.
Right.
Because everybody moves like understanding.
And that couldn't fly with me if I was an artist. I'm not gonna sit here and pay niggas after the song drop. No. No. If I'm a multi-million-dollar rich ass nigga rapper, I'm that nigga, like I'm him solidified in the game, like on some J. Cole shit. Everybody's getting paid same day. You work, you get paid, you go home. We don't do no last minute shit around these parts. Everything is there's a process. There's a process. Everybody will be paid in full. 4 pockets. You know the vibes.
Industry standard. Like, okay, he might ask for 20% when normally it's 15, no problem. But he ain't gonna come and ask for 70%. Like, so we'll handle it after, boom, boom. So the lawyer came back on our side, I don't know, a month later after they trying to figure the paperwork out. After Mike Delete Later drop. They're like, yo, did you tell Cam you'd do a swap for an interview, boom, boom? I was like, no. I told him I'd do an interview, and I will. I still got a plan to do an interview for him. But I ain't say it was a swap. Like, it wasn't a swap. It wasn't a verse for an interview. Like, I'm gonna go do Cam, but it's not big.
Like, and it's funny like that comes from a deep, genuine place though. He's like, I didn't think the shit I did for you was a swap. Like, obviously, I'll do the interview. I want to talk to you, my nigga. I feel like I'll be great. I do want to talk to you. You cool as hell. You Cameron, nigga. I want to talk to you. But I didn't know it was a swap. The Blind Side. Cam, you shifty, nigga. Hey, Cam, you kind of shifty, nigga.
He's on
the verse,
right?
Got you.
So they come back with some crazy number, like, all right, he want 300,000, some number where I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm like, all right, shit is going on. And then right after that was the Kendrick and Drake shit. So much shit has happened in my life. That's not necessarily a priority for me. Meanwhile, you hitting me around that same time, like, yo, bro, is it, like what you think about doing an interview? I'm like, Cam, I would love to do an interview. You know I fuck with your platform. I would love to do an interview with you. Let me get this album out. Now, here's where I fucked up. And if I go back, I'll start doing shit differently. Like, I was telling you when I thought I'd be done with the album. So I'd be like, if at this time it's April or May, I'd be like, you'd be like, cool, just let me know I'm starting this thing, this new, you hadn't even started this yet. I damn near maybe it was gonna be your first guest or some shit.
And that's exactly what it was gonna be.
There you go.
Absolutely.
There you go. So what I was telling you was, man, I think I had this shit done by September. And I mind you, when I'm saying that, I'm confident in it too, damn near. I'm like, yeah, I should be done by September. I've done this before.
And I feel like, honestly, when it comes to dropping music, I don't feel like I don't feel like, even if you feel like it's ready, I feel like a lot of times you still might not drop that motherfucker, bro. Because at the end of the day, like, it has to feel good in the spirit to release. It has to feel good in the spirit to release. Like, I've made videos where I didn't even drop them at all. Because I didn't want to release that to the public. I didn't feel like that needed to be released. Feel me? So, yeah, I see where it comes from, bro. Like, even though being a rapper is an easy job, you still have to impress niggas. And impressing people is not as easy as it sounds, bro. You feel me? Like with the new, like, let's say Jack Harlow, the new album he dropped, I was listening to that whole, I literally just got it from a job interview. I'm listening to that motherfucker, or the songs I like off of it, like Living Alone, Prague, Against the Grain. Like, a lot of songs on there, I fuck with that shit. I really fuck. It's a good ass album. But my kinfolk, they not fucking with it. I don't know why they not fucking with it. I'm like, why y'all niggas ain't fuck? I'm scrolling on TikTok, niggas not fucking with it. I'm like, why niggas not fucking with it? And I'm like, I guess it's cause maybe like they expected him to kind of go the route of being a country artist, right? Cause rap shit not working. You're not really dropping anything generational. You're not really making your impact on the game. He's gonna become a country artist very soon and monetize himself for real and with the white space, right? But the way he went about around the criticism, and then instead of rapping, he immersed himself into a more, you could almost say, blacker art form of R&B. You feel me? Rhythm and blues, right? If for those who don't know what R&B stands for, it's rhythm and blues, right? It's you feel me? That's why sometimes R&B can have a very energetic upswing. And it's a lot of times with R&B, like, let's say Party Next Door, for example. He has this unreleased song called Murder. Is it Murder She Wrote? Or no, Can't Let the Sun Shine or something, right? That song, it's R&B. It's slow, melodic. It's very vibey. You feel the energy in your chest cavity. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I really appreciate him going that route because my favorite song on that new album he dropped, Living Alone. Oh my god, he found a pocket with that shit and he stayed in there. And he dribbled in there for a little bit. He dribbled there and then he shot that shit. Cash. That song is beautiful. Song is gorgeous. Like he's like, I just want to meet you. I don't want to take no time, but I just want to greet you. Like I loved it. It was sweet. It was thoughtful. It was melodic. It was everything I needed out of a song. I was like, oh, that's beautiful. Like I hate to impose or disrupt your comfort zone, but I just want to like no it was a beautiful song. But I'm getting on a side tangent, man. But yeah, I really enjoyed that album. All that to say, I really enjoyed that album, and I kind of understand the process that J. Cole is talking about when it comes to music, because you're so sure this is gonna drop on this day, but you're a human being. Life happens, things happen. That Kendrick and Drake beef was fucking venomous as shit. You know how it goes.
Right.
But I ain't know that I had to get, I had to get my hair right. I had to get my energy right, and it took me a lot of elements made it so that by the time September crept up, I had you on my mind the whole summer.
Right.
I'm like, fuck, I told Cam September I'll probably be done. I'm knowing, and this nigga, you don't play about your business, and I really respect it.
I appreciate it.
One thing about me when it comes to these interviews, if I was a rapper and I did interviews, I ain't gonna lie, I could do an interview while being in the studio. I feel like my shit might be different, because it's a time and a place for everything, and I don't want to. Obviously, if I was making music, I want to give music its time, but it's also time to kind of take a step back from the music for a second and kind of live life, because music is best when it comes from like experience and learned experience. You feel me? Like, there are certain melodies you can't hit unless you felt it. Unless you felt it before. If you get what I'm saying. That's why like a nigga like, we're gonna go mainstream as fuck. I'm gonna stick with Party because Party's one of my favorite R&B artists. That's why a lot of shit that Party be making hits so deep, because you can tell it comes from experience. The way he speaks about women. Like sometimes he's misogynistic with it, like, oh, I don't give a fuck, whoopty whoop. Fuck her and her friends, all that. And then other times it comes from a real, genuine, damn near feminist place. He's like talking about, girl, you made it, you're this, you're that, all the attention on you, you don't know what to do. Like, it's different places with the feeling. You know what I'm saying? And you almost can't really make good music unless you felt something. Right? You can't make a heartbreak song unless you low-key felt heartbreak and find a way to find the words to describe not just the heartbreak, but how it made you feel, and then make that sound good and palatable to other people. You feel me? Even people who might not have felt that feeling before. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beauty of music. You making niggas feel shit they've never felt before.
September 1st at motherfucking 9 a.m. This nigga Cam was on my line like, hey, what's up, bro? Like that's why it's like I see how you built such a successful business.
I appreciate that.
Every time I gave you a date,
Right.
I don't know if you got a assistant, a schedule, if that shit is up here.
Right.
Every time I gave you a date, you was on
I ain't gonna lie. Cam got books for show though. Cam got a book for show. Okay.
me on that date.
Little black book. One for the interview next. You know what I'm saying?
So the first time you hit me September, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta tell Cam it's not September.
Right.
Cam, it's not September, boom, boom. Like,
Right.
I'm not there yet, boom, boom. I think it'll be realistically March or whatever I say, right? I give you another date.
Right.
Everything's cool. You cool about it. You're not tripping at all. You like, cool, just let me know, boom, boom, boom.
Right.
You double back around March or whenever the next thing is.
Whenever you told me to hit you back, I was
every
thinking about
time you double back, but the next time you double back, I also wasn't ready.
Right.
And mind you, the whole time, you don't know this, but I was telling you the other day, it's like, every time I had you on my mind, like, fuck. Like, I'm behind schedule.
Right.
But somewhere in my thoughts, I'm thinking about you. Because I'm like, yo, I told Cam I'd be done by such and such.
Just real quick, right? Me being on your mind is pause.
But it's pause, but it's still real though. Like, cause he respects you. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's pause, but fuck it, man. I fuck with you, bro. I had you on my medulla oblongata, nigga. I wanted to talk to my nigga, bro. And no matter how gay that sound, I wanted to talk to my guy one more time. You know what I'm saying?
Let's just.
That's my first
yeah,
part.
Yeah, because you said it like 3 times. I'm gonna let it slide. But, I won't be on your mind that much, man. So I just want to get that out the way real quick. But go ahead, my bad. I didn't want to interrupt the story. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. So we in March.
Now we in March, or wherever we at.
Yeah,
whatever the date is, now you follow up again.
Right.
Now I got to hit you with the news again, right?
Right.
and I think this time is when you hit me. I could feel. No, this time when you hit me, I damn near didn't even want to text you because I'm like, I can't text him the same thing I text him. Let me call.
I'm saying, I know the feeling. I can't text my nigga that same shit. I lie. I'm basically lying on my name. I'm lying to my nigga, bro. I'm lying to my guy. Like, fuck.
Right.
So this is when I called you. I don't know if you remember this, but I called you. I'm like, yo, let me just call him. And when I called you and we got on the phone and I hit you now verbally with the same thing I hit you with on text, I felt the Harlem come out damn near.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where you was like, yo, I understand what you're saying, but like, let me tell you how I'm feeling. Like when you ask me,
hey, okay, hey, you know, hey, it gets serious when a nigga tell you, let me tell you how I'm feeling. When a nigga tell you this how I feel, it's about to get weird. It's about to get real weird, cuz.
To do something, I showed right up, and I did it, and I knocked it out. Now when I'm asking you to do something, it's like you gotta. Now it's all of this time and boom, boom. It's like, yo, I'm not understanding. Which I felt your energy. I had to go, whoa, Cam. Right. Like, I feel like, you know, I'm sensing your energy, and I'm realizing like we don't even really know each other like that.
Yeah.
We don't. I respect you. I got a lot of love
Likewise,
for you,
yep,
and I'm assuming you respect me. Got a lot of love, but we don't really know each other. So I feel like you may think that I'm trying to give you the run around or play with you or boom, 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 and it's not like that, nigga. If you only knew how many people that you know are I've maybe done the same thing to, and it's not, and that's when I explained to you like, yo, I don't move like that. Like I'm not just jumping out to do an interview for it's like, yo, I want to talk about the music and anything else that comes around the music, cool. But it's like I don't have nothing, especially at that time. If I jump on an interview, what do niggas want to hear about at that time? It's like, man, no.
The fall off.
My mind is on trying to finish this shit I've been working on for so long. I explained that to you. You said, cool. You know, the conversation was great. You know what I mean? We had a real conversation, and then I gave you another date.
Right.
And this last date I gave you was probably like June of last year or whenever it was.
Right.
And I remember because we started mixing the album for real a little around the time after I talked to you. We started mixing in tape.
Right.
We never mixed in tape before. We mixed in tape because, you know, we was listening to a lot of Mobb Deep along the way.
I was about to say you took it back to reels.
Yes, we took it to reels and tape and like mixing on the board. And we mixed on the board before, but we ain't never hit tape.
Right.
And Q-Tip was in the studio one time with me, and I had to ask him like, yo, bro, like, what was y'all doing on Mobb Deep?
Yeah.
What was y'all doing? And he was just telling me, yeah, we was hitting tape. We fucked around with tape in the past, but never like this. When he said that, shout out to Q-Tip, because he changed our whole perspective.
Right.
Then I realized, now we got to learn, but then we have to learn how to use tape.
Right.
And I'm realizing this shit is hard, and I ain't even having, now I got to get another tape machine because I realized one wasn't enough.
Right.
So now me and my engineer and my team, we trying to learn something new on the fly. So what would have normally took 2-3 months for us to mix on Pro Tools is now taking us dumb long. Like, so by the time June comes and you hit me.
The first 2 albums are on tape. Right?
There you go. So you know niggas carrying the whole reels to the thing.
Exactly.
You probably gotta wait mad long for them to pull up the mix.
Yeah.
Like that's how it is. Every time people don't not understand it, but you understand, which is like,
I'm not understanding what the fuck you talking about. Y'all, this shit, that shit sound archaic, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not if I was an artist, I'm not mixing nothing if it's not on a motherfucking computer. What the fuck you mean the tape? What tape, nigga? Maybe you don't pass me that hard drive and get the sticking. Fuck you talking about? What the fuck?
Like when you mix, if I mix on Pro Tools right now, if I got a cam song that I did and it's mixed on Pro Tools, I could pull that shit up in 0.3 seconds. The whole mix, everything. It might take 10 seconds because it's some plugins and shit.
Right.
When you got tape, every time we switch a song, you gotta fucking send every track to the board. The board gotta go to, or some shit, the board gotta go to tape. All of these tracks on the tape, you gotta send it back to the board. You gotta get the board dialed in by hand, exactly how you had it last time, just to make a change.
Right.
So now by the time you hitting me in June on this last time, now I get, and this is where I understand and I get it.
Right.
You hit me again and you like, hey bro, like, you know, what's good?
I can't lie though, man. I ain't gonna lie. You could have took a break though. I understand the album was coming out. You could have took a little break, a little vacation. You know what I'm saying? A little vacation. Even though niggas wanted to fall, I needed to fall off. I needed that. It was a good album, but you could have took a little break. And I'm saying, talk to my nigga Cam for a little bit. I I understand what he's saying though, but still, I feel like honestly, at the end of the day, sometimes you gotta take a step back from the music and kind of just do something else to free your mind a little, and then go back into the hell pits. You know what I'm saying?
Checking back in June 1st, like you told me or whatever, like what's good?
Right.
And now I got to hit you with the heartbreaking text for me, because I'm like, fuck, I don't want to tell this nigga. And what I tried to do on this last text with you was to say, like, Cam, let's not do it like this no more. Right. Let me just tell you, this album is coming out, but let me just hit you. You the first person I'm coming to see. Everybody on my team been knew that.
Right.
So,
you know, it's funny, and that's true. I think this is the first interview he has done for his album, actually, for this album specifically. I think it's the first interview he's actually done. He kept his word.
So let me just hit you as soon as I'm done for real,
right.
And then you the first person I'm coming to see. Right. Your text back was like, yo, respectfully, like you've been telling me for a long time you was gonna do this. So like, if you can't make it happen in the next 2-3 weeks, like, yo, let's not even worry about it. And I was like, yo, I definitely can't do the next 2-3 weeks. And you was like, cool. So then this the other last part. I know it's a long story.
No. Take your time. I'm glad you're so in depth.
Yes.
Like I said, listen. J. Cole fan. I'm one of the J. Cole fans.
I appreciate it.
Cam, you're lying. Cole don't do this.
Yeah.
And it's nothing personal. It's nothing.
It's not even personal for real, honestly, because the way it is, it's not like he's disrespecting the nigga. It's just that, like, damn, like, he got a process. He had an album rollout. That shit probably take mad long. I don't know what it take, because I'm not in the music business. So I don't fucking know. But he had an album rollout. I know that shit not easy, nigga. I know that shit tough than a bitch. Especially when you damn near worldwide like this nigga. Come on now, bro. Come on now.
This is process. So I'm glad you're being this detailed about it.
For sure.
For me.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, no doubt.
Yeah.
So now, and mind you, even when you sent me that text, it's the crazy part. Even when you sent me that text, like, yo, don't even worry about it. In my mind, I know, oh, Cam fed up with me. But Cam don't know my plan is to still. You didn't know this, but Eve knew and everybody on my team knew. Like Cam, like he kind of done with me, but he don't know. As soon as my album drop, I'm still coming to see him first because I told him I'd come to his show. You know what I mean? Like so that was still.
And that's the promise of my nigga Simba. That's a promise of my nigga Simba, the young lion, nigga. Jermaine, call man. Let me stop.
My plan. Right. So the last wild thing that happened to me, to answer your original question, which was how did I feel?
Right.
About a month before I'm not even gonna say this, around like August, September, or whatever the date was in the fall, I got a random text from you. And it was like some like DocuSign thing that you was telling somebody like yo, I think you sent the wrong one or something like that. I'm thinking somebody hacked your phone.
I remember.
I'm thinking somebody, because you know people be playing on phones and trying to hack.
Right.
So I'm like, yo, bro, you good? I hit you damn near back in at least 10, 15 minutes, like, yo, you good? And then you was like, oh, no, my fault, wrong text, like wrong person. I'm like, all right, hope you good. And then you hit me like, yo, everything good. So in my mind, I'm like, you know, we still good, and I still got plans in my mind to hit you. So then a month later or 3 weeks later, when the lawsuit come out, I'm like, come on, Cam. And only because it was like, in my mind, I'm like, bro, you really could have hit me. Like, although it was taking a long time, I don't give a fuck if you would have called me and been like, yo, nigga, what the, like you could have screamed on me, we could have argued, boom, boom. I would have preferred that than the other way, because I was
in a lawsuit. Because it's like, regardless of the lawsuit, he was still going to pull up. I don't even think the lawsuit expedited the process of the pull up. I can't lie. I don't think it did, because you got to remember, the nigga got an album to roll out. And you know, in his process, he don't talk to nobody but his team when he doing his album. So it's you know what I'm saying? I feel like the lawsuit didn't really even expedite the process of this interview specifically. I feel like the lawsuit was kind of like Cam just being fed up and being like, all right, fuck you, nigga, you're served. You feel me? I feel like that's what it was, bro. But honestly, bro, like, it ain't have to be like that. It's cool though.
Just like, damn, Cam, it never got to that point where you couldn't like holler at me or whatever. So my first thing was disappointment. But then I was like, and my first thought was like, fuck it then. Like this nigga ain't even know I was still gonna come to his show. Right. Like, my first gut reaction, like, damn, and it's like misinformation, you know what I mean? Like within the lawsuit itself, and you know, the internet running with it. People hit me like, yo, what's going on with the Cam shit? Boom, boom. So like my ego reaction is like, man, all right. Quietly, I'm like, man, fuck this nigga, boom, boom.
Right.
But quickly, I'm like, but nah, like, I get it though. Let me put myself in his shoes. Like, yo, the nigga feel like he was getting a runaround. You know what I mean? He don't know you.
And this is why I fuck with Cole, bro. You hear that? Me put myself in this nigga's shoes. He felt like he was getting a runaround. Cause ego, and he talks about this a lot in his songs and albums. His ego was like, fuck this nigga, I'm him. But his heart was like, actually, on second thought, I don't think it's fuck him because honestly, I kind of played in his face a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. That's on me. Let's do this interview.
You for real? He don't know your heart for real, for real.
Right.
He think you trying to play. And Cam Mine is probably like, I seen this movie before. Right. You don't fuck with me. You don't want to do the favor. You trying to drag me out until I don't want to do it no more. Right. All right, nigga, bet. And I got one in the chamber. Right. I never signed that paperwork for that fucking for that verse. So here you go, boom, just to like hit me in the rib. You know what I mean? And it's like, all right, cool. Like, and even when I took that and understood that and accepted that, I still said in my mind, I was like, yo, I'ma still go see Cam.
And that's what you called and said.
For
you
sure.
said, regardless if you still want to sue me or anything else, I'm still.
And that's some of the realest nigga shit I've ever seen. He said, Cam, you can sue me, nigga, if you want to. And mind you, I'll fight back. And if I lose, I lose. But nigga, I'ma still come do that interview though. I don't give a fuck, boy. I'ma still do it. I'ma still do it. Cause fuck it, nigga, why not? I'm a man of my word regardless. I'll give you your money and I'll let you sue me, probably lose the suit. And then guess what, nigga? I'ma pull up. And we gonna talk about it. And that's that, nigga.
Which, of course, it was never going to go nowhere. But for me, it was more like, I need to get this nigga attention because I'm not going to call on bark on you. We had a cool relationship. We never been there. It ain't like we've been to club together. We don't know each other to scream and yell at each other, no shit like that. So I just took it more of like, to me, when I looked at it and I looked at the time, like, and you did a great job explaining.
Yep.
I just looked at the years because it was turning into years.
Facts.
And I'm like, yo, and you made a great point too. You didn't look at it as a swap. And we come from two different, I'm a little before you. So the way I used to look at it, or not niggas in my generation, and be like, yo, I did this for you. I need you to do this for me.
Right.
That's how I looked at it, even though you're explaining that's how you never looked at it because you offered to pay me. I'm not charging you. I tell niggas no all the time. I don't like niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like a lot of people.
Right.
I don't either, bro. I don't either, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even trying to sound anti-social. Because I can talk to people and engage with people, but sometimes, again, I need a break. I need alone. I need to be left alone sometimes. Just every once in a while, just, you feel me? Just, by myself on my phone watching YouTube videos. Just, like I can't be around people all the time, gang. I get agitated and I get angry and weird fast, bro.
Especially rappers.
And that's really that's low-key just emotional discombobulation on my part. I'm tripping. I'm wrong. But at the end of the day, sometimes you could be wrong and still feel right. So fuck it. I be needing my space.
I don't even like, you're a great lyricist. Like I said,
Thank you, bro.
Like not just for your generation, period. So
Thank you.
I'm like, let me get a verse. Cam and take me to, matter of fact, fuck the verse, let me get the interview, yo. Pardon me. And then that's when all that shit came out at the same time. So more of the story is I get it, and thank you for being here, bro. And
thank you for having me.
That shit was never gonna go nowhere as far as the lawsuit anyway. It's just like, I need to get this nigga attention. Because I did feel like I did a couple things for you like that. Because I respect your craft and what you do.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So
and I appreciate you.
I'm glad we here, man.
Me too,
and
man.
I'm glad we here, bro. And like I said, that shit wasn't never about nothing. It's more like, yo, bro, I did this shit for the nigga. But at the end of the day, your process, like you explained to me, is your process. Let's get on to some better shit. How did you get your
How did you feel about the Drake and Kendrick beat? I'll play. Let me stop.
First deal.
Ooh, I know he talked about this shit on the song. He just went to New York and he just got signed to Hove, I guess, right?
What's the process of that?
Rock Nation.
Damn, this was the days when having a deal mattered, right? Like this was still I'm the last one of that generation. Me, Kendrick, Drake, we the last ones from the generation where a deal mattered. Your generation, a deal mattered.
Absolutely.
You get a nice nigga like Cam or a nice nigga like Mace, and you get them a deal in a situation.
That absolutely matters.
They have a shot.
Right.
Nowadays, it's like, bro, if you just do the right online campaign, you can blow without the labels. But
Right.
I'm the last generation of that. So I moved to New York. I went to St. John's to be around the music industry. I'm from Fayetteville. Ain't no music industry there.
Right.
Two dudes, as a group, they my mentors. They call Bomb Shelter. Like they like a almost. They was so fucking good.
Right.
Imagine the best group from Harlem, but they never made it. You know what I mean? Like that. They that in Fayetteville.
Got you.
And I peeped like, oh, they didn't make it, not because they wasn't good enough, but because they
weren't in the right place. And the internet wasn't even that big at the time, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? They weren't in the right place. They didn't have enough internet. The internet wasn't there, so they just kind of got killed, low-key.
wasn't around shit.
Right.
Back then, you had to be around. So I'm like, yo, I'm going to go to school in New York to be around it. So after some years of being there, I'm like, damn, I got to get my foot in the door. And I got to shout out my man. His name is Mike Rooney. He's Corey Rooney's nephew.
Okay.
But he not like a nepotism nephew. He damn near his uncle. He ain't get it off the strength of his uncle.
Right.
You know what I mean? If anything, his uncle might have made it harder for him, you know,
Right.
from what I understand. And he had to get it on his own. And he heard I had a song called School Days. And he heard this shit on my MySpace. It's a long story, but like,
It's definitely a long, old story, nigga. God damn, MySpace? Boy, you old than a motherfucker, Cole. God damn, nigga. Nigga like 40. Bye.
he ended up connecting me with Kirk Lightburn, a dude that's like really tight with Mark Pitts.
Right.
So Mark Pitts, it heard.
Shout out to Mark.
Shout out to Mark Pitts, Gucci the Don. It's like he heard Lights Please, the song I got called Lights Please, and he saw the vision. And he brought me in. And eventually he ended up taking it to Jay.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And Jay like heard it. Mind you, this is a year after I waited outside.
Right.
Was it Baseline or Rock the Mic for Jay trying to pass him a beat CD.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he ain't take the shit. He like kind of dubbed me.
Right.
And it taught me a lesson like, nigga, you ain't gonna get it like that. Yeah, that's not how
Right.
you want to get it.
Right.
And a year later, via Mark Pitts, you know what I mean? Mark had the vision to take me to Jay, and Jay heard it, saw the vision, and signed me.
Right. Is there anybody before Jay that you seen that celebrity-wise the man shut you down, or your mom was just strictly get the Rock Nation or Jay-Z or whatever?
You know what? Rock Nation didn't exist at that time, but me standing outside for Jay, it wasn't me trying to get a deal. I make beats too, so it's like in my mind, I'm like, damn, I seen Kanye like got in with the producing shit first.
Right.
Maybe that's an end for me. And the news had dropped that Jay was working on American Gangster.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But the article was saying he wasn't necessarily done. Like, so in my mind, I'm like, I'm ambitious. You know what I mean? I believe in myself. So I'm like, I was at work. I'm like, yo, as soon as I got home, I made 2 beats, threw a hook on one, put 7 other beats on the CD. I put the American Gangster cover on it. Like I slid that shit in the CD book over my volume 3. I had a volume 3 or volume 2. So I took the cover out, put his American Gangster cover in, black and white, little printed version, and stood outside trying to get him a beat CD with a hook on it, thinking if he in my mind, he was gonna go upstairs, put the CD in, hear it, go get that young kid from outside.
And you know, honestly, that is some Disney Channel ass shit. I can't lie. That is low-key some Disney Channel ass shit. It was never gonna work like that. But I'm glad he found the door. I'm definitely glad J. Cole found the door, because that Disney Channel ass, go get that young kid, this beat is fire ass shit, it was not gonna work.
You know what I mean? So I thought that, I wasn't even thinking about it signing to Jay-Z. I was just thinking like, oh, maybe I can get my beats off.
Right.
You know what I mean? And get on like that. I only thought about signing a Def Jam or to a label. I never thought about a Jay-Z or something like that, but it worked out for me.
But that's what I'm saying. Was it nobody ever said, fuck out of here? Did you see anybody else celebrity-wise that you may have tried to get on to, but that was just your focus?
Nah. I will say, no, nobody ever shitted on me or dubbed me.
Right.
But I do know that at one point in time, 50, I think Shy Money and shout to G Unit Hove from Queens.
Right.
They was trying to put, I think, 50 on to my shit. You know what I mean? This is around the time, right before, when I was knowing Mark, before Jay had heard my shit. Right. And I think they played my shit for 50. And what I was told his response was like, mind you, I had like I had this song called Lost Ones. I had Lights Please. I had Simba. I had hard shit too, like where you could tell I could really rap.
Right.
And I think 50 reaction from what I heard was, can't sign this nigga, his jeans too tight.
Are you going off the image, right?
Right. I mean, I get it too, because I mean, guess what? That shit wouldn't have made no sense, me going to G Unit, you know what I mean? But shout to Shy Money, you know what I mean, and Hove, who seen the vision.
Right.
You know what I mean?
How was that? How was your experience working with Hove or getting to Rock Nation, being like the first artist over there? Mm-hmm. What was that like for you?
Honestly, bro, I think by that time, I missed the heyday. that you got to experience. You know
Right.
what I mean? Y'all damn near missed it.
Yeah, we caught the tail
y'all
end
caught
of
the
it.
tail end. Y'all caught when that nigga was probably on his way out. Like, man,
Right.
y'all niggas have it. Like, I missed the era when it was actually like a real squad and like a real label based off of like a rap energy. So when I caught it, it was straight. I think I caught him on straight CEO mode, where it's just like, all right, look, I'm gonna sign this artist. I'm gonna spend X amount of money on him.
Right.
I'm gonna give him some time in my office.
I'm gonna sign this nigga, give him X amount of money, produce. That's it. That's what it was, bro.
To have a couple pep talks with him, but like, nigga, you gotta go. It's sink or swim.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
That New York shit. Hey, sink or swim, nigga. Sink or swim. Drown or swim.
for the most
go
part,
do
I
your
don't,
thing.
I don't think he had the care, and I understand it at this point, to necessarily be like, you know, having his arm around me or coaching me up, which I appreciate, because, you know, I prefer the way I got it, which was like on my own for the most part. Other than, of course, just the affiliation with him alone, life changing. Let alone the investment from his company.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like so. But other than that, trying to navigate the waters of how to blow and when to release or how to do it and bumping my head, that shit was like on me and on Eve and like on us.
Is that part of the reason that you said maybe I don't need to be here after a while and take your own thing to Interscope? Why didn't leave Rock Nation and go to Interscope?
Now first I went to Interscope with them.
Okay.
Because they had a deal with Columbia.
Right.
And then they deal with Sony was up. So they took me to the Universal on my last, on my last couple albums.
Right.
Then we converted it with Rock Nation from a record deal to like a distribution deal with them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And when that ran out, it's like, yo, we worked something else out. I think they got what they needed up out of me. I got what I needed up out of them. And it's like, it's you know.
Right. So when you get in the game, you come from Fayetteville, you're in New York. Now you're in the game and you're getting this people loving you from the beginning. Is it what you expected when you first got in, knowing that people from your town didn't make it? You're getting this success because people gravitated to you really quickly. And it seems like you're more, once you, like now to me, just how I look at it, and I could be totally wrong, like I'm gonna pop out when I wanna pop out and get my music out, and then I'm gonna go live my life with my family. Because there's plenty of times I call you and you'll be like, yo, I'm in Africa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm in Africa. What the fuck you doing in Africa, nigga? That's crazy. And he's like, hey, bro. Yeah, my nigga, I'm on Mars, bro. I'm just vibing, chilling with the aliens and shit, bro. But I'm gonna do the interview though. I swear, my nigga. I swear. June 9th.
I'm doing what I do. Yeah. So it's like the music industry at this time, I'm talking about when you first get in, are you excited at what you expected, or you just wanted to do what you had to do and move on?
Nah, I feel like, I think I always had a long-term plan when I was young, to get it and then go back home.
Right.
But I ain't gonna lie, like, nah, I didn't have expectations. That shit was a slow grind.
Right.
Like, you look at somebody like Drake, it's like the rise was meteoric.
Okay.
Like 50.
Okay.
It was like 50 had a mixtape run, but once it popped, it was like, oh shit, my shit never did this. My shit was always this, which I feel grateful for, because it's like, yo, God blessed me with the opportunity to adjust as it grew.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I remember going to Miami, because first of all, I come from a squad of friends that like, we like party-hearted. We party-hard niggas. Like, you know, I spent my first parties was the skating rink, and I made sure I was religiously there from 7 years old, Friday night, Saturday night. Mom, I'm going to the skating rink. I used to walk up there. That was my first job. It was my hangout spot when I was 11, 12, and then that turned into the teen clubs as a teenager. Then that turned into the college parties when I went to college. And then once we was out of college and broke, we still trying to find a way to get into the club free before 11 or boom, boom, boom. So I say all that to say, we used to go to Miami, even just as college kids, like spring break, you know what I mean? You know how that go. And I remember the first time we went to Miami, and it was like, I think maybe the warm-up had just dropped or was about to drop, or maybe the news had just dropped about, you know, I signed to Rock Nation or whatever. And I remember like 2 people noticed me or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, Eve look at each other like, oh shit. Like, yo, like somebody randomly come up to you like, yo, you J. Cole? Was like, oh shit. And then the next year, it was like, okay, maybe the warm-up was out, you know what I mean? And like I had a little bit more motion. And maybe it was like now 500 people recognize you. And then that next year it was like, oh, I couldn't even go out there no more. Like, you know what I mean? So, but I had a good time to like adjust. And I ain't had no expectations, but I did enjoy the process of it, you know what I mean? And I wasn't thinking like, man, let me hurry up and get this shit over with. If anything, I was enjoying that shit a little too much. You know what I mean? Like it might have threw off some of my discipline.
Got you. So people know you play basketball as well. Like you're about to go play basketball. When China, you told me? Yeah, like
on some
you
random
told me,
shit,
call
yes.
me, play.
Nigga, finna, what the fuck? Just cuz, nigga, goddamn, boy. I see you, Jermaine. Fuck it, why not, man? Shit, if I could, I would too. Goddamn it, fuck it, hell yeah. Finna go over there, drop 30, and then go eat some pork buns right after, nigga. You know the vibes.
Y'all playing
Bow bow,
professional ball in Africa.
nigga.
Like
Right.
Canada, I spoke to Drake one time. Like, I went to see J. Cole. He's playing ball in fucking Canada.
Right,
You're
yeah.
playing professional basketball around the world.
Yeah.
So for me, right? I was either basketball or rap. I didn't really have no other plan. I didn't have a plan C, plan D. Is that what you focused on growing up? Like, I want to be a basketball player, or I want to rap, or did you have other goals?
Yeah, those were both of my goals for the most part. But I ain't gonna lie, like nigga, I was, and still to this day, like I'm not going to play professional in Africa because I'm some nice nigga. Like I can hang on the court, I can shoot, you know what I mean, I can defend, but I'm not, and never have been that nigga on the
Like that, like, I know exactly what he's talking about. Like, no cap, that was my shit too. I just want to hoop, bro. And I've never really been that nigga on the court. You know what I'm saying? I've never been able to like change the game with my presence. You feel me? That shit only ever happened when I was playing like at the parks with random niggas. But like, in the actual high school setting, no.
court at any time on any level. Like when I see, you know, they got that famous clip of you in high school. Like, nah, you was getting to it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I was trying.
You was one of them ones. It's like that was never me with basketball. Although I had a love and a passion for basketball, I always feel like, yo, I left a lot on the table because I ain't have direction. I ain't had nobody around.
I didn't either, bro. I feel like, honestly, gang, if I had kept playing, I might have gotten a scholarship to go somewhere for sure, bro. Like, and I didn't have no real direction with this shit. I was kind of the first person in my house to ever play a fucking sport. You feel me? So it's like I didn't have no real direction. My dad didn't really give a fuck about that shit for real, for real. I mean, he cared, obviously, but it's like he didn't really care for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was school. You know, so I didn't have no direction for us. I kind of stopped playing too. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
To be like, nigga, you ain't even good.
Yeah.
You're a supporting player on your high school team. You're not even that nigga. Like, I had nobody to say that. So, but I always kept that love and that dream. Even though I'm not good enough, I still had the dream. And what that dream did is it allowed me to get better over time. So who I was at 17 as a player, I was way better at 18. Then I was way better at 20. Then I was way better at 22. I actually kept getting better as a player. And so the basketball shit is like me just trying to scratch a last itch. You know what I mean?
No cap, bro. My favorite hoop shoes ever of all time. J. Cole's basketball shoes are actually my favorite hoop shoes of all time. They feel so good. Like, my only issue with them is the ankles might be too low. But other than that, oh my God, they're beautiful. They don't squeak either. So if you like your shoes to squeak when you run and shit, you might not fuck with them. And the ankles are too low, but they feel great. They got good traction. They got great grip. Even if it's dusty, the grip is still fucking good as hell. And they feel very comfortable. They're a little skinny, right? If I got skinny feet, so I don't feel it. But if you got wider feet, you might feel it. You know what I'm saying? But they feel great. They're beautiful. And they're beautiful, by the way. No, they look good. It's some very good looking basketball shoes. The ones I had, them hoes it was the blue suede ones. It was blue and suede. It was cloud something. Them hoes are fire. I love them. For real.
Like, yo, let me see if I could do this. Could I train and be able to like go play professional? Because these teams and these leagues are looking at it like, you know what? He not ass. He could come be on the court. And he can give our league some
publicity.
Some publicity. So the China thing you're talking about is like it's a team in Nanjing that from last year was offering me to come and play. And I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm looking at the clock, like, boy, I'm getting older. Like, this might be my last shot. So I'm gonna keep my word to them and show up and play a couple games. Although I know, you know, I'm not in the best of shape because the album, but I'm gonna go out there and have fun with it.
Why wouldn't you? Listen, niggas offer me a couple $2 to come play. I don't know about China. I'm going to Canada. I'm gonna go to Canada if I had a chance.
Why China?
I don't know about China.
Because it's so far.
I don't like going a lot of places if English ain't the main language. I don't even.
Yeah, me too. I ain't gonna lie. Not even to say like, not because if I can't communicate with y'all, I thought the experience would be like watered down. You know.
Yeah, if I have a like if I go do a show or we on tour, cool. But like you're going to spend time to play ball over there, like live a regular life. Not saying you can live a regular life, but just at the end of the day, Nah, I've been to China. I remember I did a show in China, Shanghai. Shout out to Shanghai to the fans. And
Yeah, shout out
the
to
crowd was going crazy. It was a Reebok event. And the cops made everybody sit down. And was like, watch the show sitting down.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, what the yo, how are they gonna enjoy the show?
Right.
And then told me to start over.
Oh, that's
I
great.
said, yo, what's fuck is going on out here?
Yeah.
But then we went to a hip hop club and it was cool. I guess because it was a big event, they turned it into something. But I like America, man. I really do. I like North America.
Right, I feel
You
you.
still driving a Honda?
Yeah, nah, like
so?
in my regular life.
No, I'm saying you kept it around for
It's parked at the crib.
Okay.
It's always been parked
It's sentimental to you.
Oh, it's very
What's the sentimental value to it?
That's the car that I used to get back and forth from college in.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And I know the feeling. I ain't gonna lie. I got this Camry I be using. It's my mom's car, but we got 3 cars, and she basically drive the SUV. Hey, bro, you loud as hell, bro. She drive the SUV, like my brother. She drive the SUV, so I be using that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, that shit, it's cool, but like that motherfucker be shaking when I brake. So, like, I don't know, I feel like something's wrong with it. But it's a cool car, I ain't gonna lie. Definitely when I get some more money under me, you know what I'm saying, get a little more successful in life, I'll definitely keep that motherfucker in the crib though. Fix it up probably, you know what I'm saying, some nice shit, do something nice to it, you know, but yeah, I see the sentimentality in cars for sure. You know, even though they're not alive, they feel alive sometimes. Even though they're not alive, they do feel alive sometimes, man. No cap, I can't even lie.
Like that's the one. So if I had a 3-day weekend,
Right.
like, you know, college, we off on Monday.
Right.
That Friday after class, I'm driving back home.
Got you.
So like I-95, like I didn't hit that route so much.
Right.
Back and forth, I know to this day I know exits.
Right.
Like I know when I'm in Maryland, I know if I get off on this exit without even looking at the signs, I know it's a gas station right over there. It's a Chick-fil-A, boom, 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 and
Right.
it's always in this car. Parties
Right.
in this car. Me riding around with Ebe in New York,
Right.
playing a song I just made in my room or at the studio with Mike Rooney in this car.
Right.
When So Far Gone dropped, this nigga Ebe was trying to put me on.
Right.
I was damn near avoiding it. like
Everything happened in the car.
I remember I pulled over. I had to go piss.
Right.
I pulled over on the street in New York. Just found me a little corner to go piss.
Yeah.
I came back. He had So Far Gone in.
Right.
It's like he had to force me to listen to that shit.
Right.
And I'm listening like, oh my fucking God, in that car. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
Drives from New York to Miami
Right.
in that car. The first time we ever sold a physical.
New York to Miami in a car though, god damn, nigga, what the fuck was y'all? Damn, the vibes was that good? That's a 9-10 hour drive, nigga. The vibes was that good? Damn, Jermaine, what the fuck? That's at least. No, that's a what? New York to Miami in a whip? What the fuck? But that's 18 hours. What the hell? God damn, nigga.
CD of my own
Right.
was in that car, North Carolina A&T. So yeah, I'm sentimental with my possessions. Damn.
It makes a lot of sense. It was a rumor. Did you ever scuffle with Puff before? Or is that just all rumor? Did
No,
you
that actually happened. I had a
So yeah, explain that.
Nah, you know what? I damn near wish I could because it's such an ill story.
Right.
You know what I mean? But matter of fact, we did a podcast, me and Eve,
Okay.
like a year and a half ago, where we kind of ran through like the first part of my career up until Forest Hills Drive.
Right.
And we had a bonus episode that was the whole episode was just about that night
Okay.
and that altercation, right?
Right.
And we was gonna put it out because at that time, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
me and Puff, like we hadn't had no problem for years. Even after that, like
Right.
it was cleaned up quick and we was in a good spot.
Right.
But you know, Puff was on the song that I had on off season and like, so we was gonna put it out, thinking like, yo, it's cool. Like enough time has passed, he ain't gonna feel no way. Boom, boom, boom.
Right.
And then all the shit happened with him.
Right.
And I was just like,
I was like, this nigga not going on my album? Fuck out of here. Hell nah, you can keep all that fucking bad juju to yourself, nigga. You not going on my shit, buddy. Are you crazy?
nah, it felt like damn near like kicking a man when he's down.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It was
Right.
like it would have gave the news in the world more ammo.
I
to
got
just,
you saying.
Just destroy this
Right.
this dude.
Yeah, it
and it's
wasn't a
like,
good time to put it out.
wasn't a good time. So similarly, right now it's like
Yeah.
I want to tell it because it's ill, but I'm like, nah.
But it did happen.
Oh no, it happened. Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Man, just tell it, bro. Fuck that nigga. Man, fuck him. Just tell the story. I want to hear that shit. I want to hear that shit. Fuck him, man. I don't give a fuck about no Puff, nigga. Fuck that boy. Just tell the story, cuz.
You mentioned a couple names earlier, and
Oh, but let me say this.
absolutely.
It did happen, but the stories be wrong.
Okay.
the narratives around it be
Right.
wrong.
Right.
You
The
know what I mean?
remixes is crazy.
The remixes is crazy, like how shit be happening.
Right.
But the remixes is crazy.
Right. Because, you know, people will say it happened, didn't happen. I tell niggas all that, like, when it come to history, not just rap, I'm like, by the time we leave, if somebody get punched in the face in this room, by the time you get to Valet, it's 7 different stories on how they got punched in the face.
Facts.
He got punched in the face and his tooth fell out. Now his nose came off.
Facts.
Like, the remixes of stories, it just be crazy. So no story that's out there has been right, what you're saying. So just so people know.
Even Punch from TDE, shout out to Punch, that's my man. But
Right.
he gave a rendition where I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, you got a lot of it right, but you wasn't really right there.
Right.
So even what you saying, you either missing details or misrepresented some details. I know.
Like, you saw what happened, but I punched that nigga. So I know intimately what happened. You saw what happened, so you know what happened, but you don't know what happened because I punched that nigga. Like, oh my God.
The story, and E was right there, but I know the
Hit that nigga right in his shit on me.
full front to back. You know, I'm sitting in the driver's seat, and you know that's a memorable night for me. So it's like I'm recalling that shit verbatim. But even somebody that was there that's giving it, it's like, nah, that's not the full. That's not the full.
I got you. So we was talking about
How you feel about K-Dot, bro? Cause me personally, I would squabble with that little ass nigga. I don't give a fuck. I would squabble with that nigga. Even if I lose, cause K-Dot is a phenomenal rapper. Even if I lose, fuck it, I'm still squabble with that nigga. Cause fuck you. Who do you think you are? You think you just finna go unopposed? Cause you think you that nigga? Like you think you run shit? Fuck you, bro. Cause I didn't even do nothing to you. You dead riding me. You crazy, man?
at the beginning of the show when I wanted to do the interview one of these times, and then this Kendrick thing comes up. So we have to put things on the back burner, which is fine. When you heard Kendrick make that song with Metro Boomin, and I remember years ago when y'all was first, I don't want to say first coming out, when y'all niggas was kind of established, and he did a freestyle years ago, and it was kind of like, he kind of was taking shots at everybody, not just you, period. And I remember you was like, yo, I don't know how to sit with this. And this was not this problem that happened. I'm talking about maybe 6, 7 years ago. And he was like, I'm supposed to take this. You know what I'm saying? Because he's trying to make it seem like it was competitive. When this latest...
It wasn't shots, too, when you really listen to that song. It was
Okay.
the control song you talking about. It's like, you listen, it's not a shot. You know what I
Right.
mean? But the world at that time,
Okay.
it felt, damn, it felt like the energy of it felt like a shot.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But like when you really bust it down, like, oh, that's nothing disrespectful in there. You know what I
Gotcha.
mean? But I understand what you're saying. There
Right.
was something before. Now you was gonna ask me how did I feel when the
I'm about to ask you, elaborate. I want you to be elaborate because I want to make sure I got it right. And if I don't got it right, check me to make sure it didn't happen like that.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So when the Metro Boomin track just came out, or not just now, been a couple years now, when you first heard it, how did you feel about it?
All right, 2 reactions. One, I got probably about an hour or 2 before somebody hit me and said it. The way they worded it was like, yo, Kendrick, boom, boom, right? So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm thrown off right there.
Right.
Automatically, I'm like, wait, what?
Right.
And then mentally I go to like, wait, I know we good. I just spoke, boom, boom.
I just
Like,
spoke to this nigga. I just told this nigga he dissing me. That's what I'm saying. Kendrick, that little 5'8" ass nigga, he shiesty as fuck. I don't know. It might be the Compton in him, but he a shiesty little motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100. He's shiesty, bro. You gotta watch for that nigga. He might say something behind your back. On God, shake your hand and then call you ass the next day. No cap.
Right.
now I'm trying to think like, damn, did I do? I'm not even hearing the song. I don't know what the fuck he gonna say. You know what I mean? Like. So I'm like, damn, did something happen? Did I do something? Did I say something? Boom, boom. Like, I'm confused almost. Like, not knowing what the song's gonna be, only knowing what somebody, you know how this shit go.
Yeah.
You send your shit to Spotify or something, and then somebody at Spotify listened to the shit early, then they send a message to somebody. Somehow somebody knew, and it got out, and then it made its way to me.
Got you.
So an hour or 2 before, mind you, I go to sleep. I sleep by motherfucking 10 o'clock most nights, 9:30 damn near. So now I'm like, oh shit, let me stay up and hear what this is. You know what I mean? So I listen.
Man, that's a crazy ass bedtime. I might gotta get like you, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie, no cap. I feel like my bedtime is actually terrible. But then again, it's like I just be so stocked up for the day. I be wanting to relax and really get relaxed. So I really be staying up longer doing shit that I want to do. Cause a lot of times during the day, especially with how college and life has been looking so far, I'm busy. I'm busy. Like I don't be having time to do nothing like that. I can't really just just hang shit up and just kind of push it to the side. I can do that during the summertime, but when it's school season, I gotta like kind of sit back and really evaluate what the fuck I'm doing and how I'm moving. You feel me? Cause I kind of sort of need this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so yeah, I get it though for sure. That's a good bedtime though. No cap.
To it, and I have two first reactions. My first reaction is, that shit is hard.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a hard ass verse, undeniably. The beat crazy, the song is ill, and I'm like, he went crazy.
He went crazy. But fuck you, nigga. I'm him. I ain't gonna lie. That's my reaction. Nigga diss me. I'm a rapper. Nigga diss me. This shit fire. I'm still that nigga though. I'm finna roast your bum ass. Watch me work. That's it.
My first reaction, because I don't know what I'm listening for. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm like, that shit's tough.
Right.
My second reaction is, not now, nigga.
Right.
My second reaction is like it's no, nigga. This is inconvenient. For me.
Gotcha.
And can I explain to you why?
Absolutely.
This is gonna be long-winded, but let me explain to you why.
Take your time. This is why we here.
Right, nigga rolling the sleeves, so he about to get into it. Get into it, then, nigga.
At that time, I had just got off tour with Drake. I had went on tour with Drake. We did that. And I had Might Delete Later in the Chamber, which was the project that you on as a mixtape.
Right.
And then I had the Fall Off finished. I probably had to tweak a couple mixes, boom, 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 but I had this album finished, the Fall Off, right?
Right.
So, but my Not Now, it was based off of that, but let me tell you something else. At that time, I had been working on the Fall Off, which was done. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? And by the way, that somebody leaked it. I know who leaked it and who said it. You know what I mean? But it's cool. He put it out there. It's like, yo, he was on 2 joints.
Right.
You know what I mean? On the album. You know what I mean? Like, and on my mind, I'm like,
meaning Kendrick.
Yes.
Right.
Kendrick was on the Fall Off, and then he decided to diss Drake. Nigga, why? Nigga, not. That's why you said not now. Am I understanding that correctly? Come on.
Cool. He put it out there. It's like, yo, he was on 2 joints.
Right.
You know what I mean? On the album. You know what I mean? Like, and on my mind, I'm like,
meaning Kendrick.
Yes.
Right.
He got 2 joints. So I'm just.
That's what I'm saying. He ain't a little shiesty motherfucker, bro. God damn, Dot. For real, nigga? Really? Really, nigga? You couldn't wait after the Fall Off drop to do that? Are you serious? Nigga had to get it off. He's like, man, I hate that light-skinned Canadian nigga. Like, okay, bro. Thank you so much.
Trying to paint the full picture.
Hey, but bro, I ain't gonna lie. Lyrically speaking, he fried that nigga Drake. He fried Drake on that album. I ain't gonna lie. Even though Drake has some good shits, Kendrick fried that nigga. I'm sorry. They not like us. Crazy work.
Picture of my state.
Take your time.
So I, in my mind, I'm like, oh, nigga, I've been working so long on this. You a big part of it, which I'm grateful for, because it's like, nigga, that was a part of my vision for it. Like having both of these dudes as a part of this. Right. On my way out.
That's what I'm saying. Like Drake and Kendrick on that album would have been beautiful. But K-Dot, that's that nigga selfish, bruh. That nigga selfish, bruh. I'm sorry. He hold this nigga, bruh.
I wanted to like celebrate, like, damn, I'm really grateful to have done it at the same time as these niggas.
Yes.
Because I genuinely felt like, yo, like this is it for me. You know what I mean?
But then he put Future and Thames on it, which is not bad. I really fuck with Future. Future brought a lot of energy to that album, bro. Fuck do you know about my passion? The fuck do you know about Jermaine? I'm like, oh my God, what do I know about this nigga? What do I know about this nigga, man? Am I a fraud? Cause the fuck do you know about Jermaine? Shit. Hey, I liked it though. He brought a lot of energy to it. I feel like adding Future to it was definitely a good choice though, for sure.
And at least at this level, I ain't working 8 years on the album no more.
Right.
But there's something I'm leaving out, which is when that shit happened, ultimately it became that whole situation. From me going on stage, apologizing, boom, boom, it ended up being, that whole situation ended up being the absolute biggest blessing for me.
Right.
And this is why. If you would have heard me talk about the Fall Off at that time for like months before, me and Eve like this, like creatively, like this is my man, and like, if you would have heard me talk about the album at that time, it would have sounded something like this. Man, let's put this shit the fuck out, bro.
Right.
let's get this shit out, nigga. Let's hurry the fuck up and put this shit the fuck out and be done with this shit. Like, we was over it because we was so exhausted from working on it. Right. You know what I mean? Like, while I was working on this album, I dropped For Your Eyes Only, KOD, the off season, and had Mike Delete Later in the chamber. I was tired and burnt the fuck out. And I used to like pray basically like, God, show me when it's time for me to really be done with this shit.
Right.
So I can know.
Right.
And so for 3 months straight, probably from like December, January, February, every time I sat down to write, I couldn't write shit. Like nothing was, I couldn't get past writer's block. I couldn't get past a line or two. Right. And I'm just like, damn. I was taking this as, I guess God is showing me, yo, you really done. I thought he was showing me I was done in the form of like, yo, I'm tapped out. I ain't got shit to say. Right? So on top of that, how I would speak about the album and my energy was negative. It would be like, bro, like, let's get this. How I felt about this shit, which was hard as fuck, but how I felt about it was almost, it was negative.
It's almost like brush it to the side. Let's be done with it, bro. I'm wash my hands of that shit, you know? It's like he's not in the headspace of I'm proud to have this out. This is it. It's just like, man, get the shit out of my fucking sight. We're done with this. It's like, oh, I get it. That's that I get it, bro.
You know what I mean? It was like, man,
that's how I feel about doing homework. When I write essays, sometimes I just be like, man, get this shit out of my fucking face. Goodbye. Never read the S. I never proofread anything I write because I don't care. I'm not writing shit that I give a fuck about. And when I'm in school, so I just write it grammarly so I can check my spelling and shit and just send it out there. Cause fuck y'all, I don't care.
This shit the fuck out. I'm done. I'm exhausted. Clearly, I'm tapped out. I can't write shit. All right. But I got enough in the chamber where I know this is how I'm going out. And like, if I never write another rhyme or put out another album, it's cool because I did this. Right. So that's the energy.
And what he did was beautiful. It was great. Oh my goodness. My favorite album he's ever dropped of all time. All time. For Your Eyes Only. Masterful. And I truly believe in my heart of hearts that J. Cole is a Pulitzer-worthy artist for that album. Because the detail about who James was, how he lived, his dreams, his hopes. That was a documentary about his friend and how he lived, how he loved, how he died, his family, the future he planned for himself, how he lost that future through his death, but how though he died, he will still be remembered for being not just a good friend, but a father, a teacher, you know, and things of that nature, for the love that he had, for the family he had. You get what I'm saying? That whole album and what it represented, and how it told the story of the black community in general. My God, I can't lie. It could have been a movie. You feel me? It could have been a movie. The way he talks about it, it was beautiful. I love that album so much. My favorite song on that album is Deja Vu, followed by Immortal and Change, and everything else kind of comes after that. Because the way he writes about the love, and that's why I really fuck with J. Cole on the melodies, the love he felt, or not even the love, the infatuation that he felt for her, for that girl in that moment, in that song, how he spoke about her, how she was a diamond, and he found that diamond, and he wanted to hold on to that diamond. Oh, I loved it. And the beat, oh my God, the beat. That beat was used by J. Cole and Bryson Tiller, and I will not lie. When you compare those two songs, first of all, J. Cole's shit came out first. When you compare those two songs, J. Cole's song blows Bryson's shit out the water. It is beautiful. Mind you, J. Cole is not as good a singer as Bryson Tiller, obviously, right? That's clear, right? But when it comes, but as a musician, or as a musician in general, and specifically on that one track, oh my God. Oh my God. I play that shit to this day. I still get chills in my spine. Like, I love it so much. It's so relatable, bro. No cap.
That's the energy I'm sitting in when this verse happens from him.
Gotcha.
So my thought goes, first of all, this verse is crazy. It's hard.
Right.
But it's also like, damn, nigga, this shit is inconvenient.
Right,
like, it's terrible timing.
Gotcha.
And on top of that, my next thought, and this is what led me to everything that came after that, which I'm grateful for. You know what I mean? I can't even say they're mistakes.
Right.
Because it's like, I really believe that, like, oh, that's how it had to happen for me. Like, God knew that, like, I would do this and boom, boom. But basically, my next thought was like, all right, fuck. What you gonna do? Because my phone is blowing up immediately. Nah, nigga. Like, please, press the button.
Yeah.
Like that's the energy from niggas that love me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, press the button, boom, boom. In reality, do I actually feel any sort of, when I listen to that verse that day, do I feel any sort of like, damn, nigga, what you say?
Right.
Why you say there wasn't no disrespect in there? And at least for me, you know what I mean? That I didn't listen to that and be like
I feel like if K-Dot had came out and been like, J. Cole, you're a pedophile, boom, that nigga would have pressed that button with so much ferocity, because I feel like it was different. I feel like the energy he had for Cole was different, because Kendrick can't go on that track and sit there and say that J. Cole is a pedophile, because there's no allegation for that. There's no real, how do I put this? There's no basis for that. You can say that about Drake, because Drake be doing some weird shit sometimes, I can't lie, but you can't say that about Cole. There's no basis for that. That's not gonna land well. It won't land well. You can say you can hit a better high note with people when you're talking shit about Cole by saying you rap better than him than by you saying he's a pedophile. You feel me? With Drake, we already know you rap better than Drake, right? So you can also add insult to injury and say he's a pedophile. But with J. Cole, that's not gonna fly, because that's, come on, bro, like, he slapped Diddy. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna, that's all I'm gonna say.
nigga said what?
Right.
Nigga said I was XYZ. You know what I mean? It was, my feeling was like, fuck. Because now I know this shit that you've been working on for 8 years, plus this other shit that you did as a setup.
Yep.
Niggas ain't gonna never let you put that out until you address this, until you say something here.
Right.
So my mind becomes, it's.
And that's the thing. He disrupted his process. He disrupted his process with that. And I say, no, J. Cole don't play about that process, nigga. He disrupted that. Took that away from him. Took the creative liberty away from him, low key, because he was like, no, I gotta drop this on this nigga because he's talking shit. I gotta do it. Because rap is a sport. If you ain't know rap was a sport, now you know now. Rap is a sport. And these niggas can't just lay back sometimes and just act like they didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta address it. Even if you apologize or kind of back out, you still have to address it. You can't just sit there and not address it.
Silly to think of now, but it's like, it's where I was at the time.
Gotcha.
Probably because I was in a negative place when it came to this music shit. But my thought was like, what's the world gonna say? They not gonna let you come drop this shit you've been working on for 10 years without addressing that. Nah, nigga, we don't want to hear none of that shit. You ain't said shit to Buddy. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to hear none of that. So my mind then gets into, then the word fear comes. The fear is, although nothing's in my heart, there's no malice in my heart, there's no even desire to like, oh, this nigga gave me a chance to come demolish him. What the fuck does that mean to me? I love this nigga. Like, what does that even look like? There was no urge or desire to take it to that level. But there was a fear of like, damn, if I don't do something, I'll never be able to put this album out that I've been working on for 8 years. You know what I mean? So that led me to, all right, what I'm gonna do? Start jotting some shit. All this shit mean, like, I'm not even writing anything good. I'm still not writing nothing good. And then one night I was in Bahamas, me and T-Minus, a studio out there. I'm just like, yo, fuck it. That's why it's called 7-minute drill. Me and him do these things called 7-minute drills. When I got writer's block or something, I'll do my whole goal is like, yo, write a rhyme in 7 minutes.
Okay.
Don't give a fuck if it's good or not.
Good or not. Okay.
And I have him, the producer, just to get the room going and the energy going, I'll be able to make a beat in 7 minutes. You can't overthink it. You can't just make the beat in 7 minutes. Nigga, you ain't.
And that's honestly one of the best exercises for a writer's block I've ever heard. Because sometimes writer's block is, I think it's partially, and I do this a lot with when I write essays, I get writer's block too. I feel like it's partially just like, it's partially fear, but also like, what? Like, part of it gotta be fear, but then the other part is like, damn, I can't think of nothing. So when you put yourself in that situation where you just gotta do, it comes out and you just execute. You know what I'm saying?
You got time to be
practice.
figuring out your sounds, just practice.
Yeah.
So he started the beat. He
I
did
like
that
I
shit.
like that. That's good practice.
It's how I kept myself all these years.
Right.
Sharp, just giving myself little drills to go through to stay sharp. So on one of them nights.
And that's why I be saying, rap is a sport. Niggas be drilling, niggas be doing drills. Rap is a sport. I almost said niggas be drilling themselves. Pause. Rap is a sport.
He started cooking up. And then, all right, you did your 7 minutes. Let me do my 7 minutes.
Right.
And the whole point of the 7 minutes is like, yo, you can't overthink it. Just let it come. Boom, boom. And that's when I start writing a song that became like 7-minute drill, which in my mind, as I'm writing it, what I had already kind of subscribed to myself is like, all right, this is what I do.
Right.
Like, this my nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm worried about what the world gonna say, which is embarrassing to say out loud, but it's true.
No, that's not embarrassing at all. You're a public figure. When you're a public figure, you gotta care about what the world gonna say. And as embarrassing as that sounds, because you know we can't listen to the world at all times, but sometimes you gotta put a little ear in. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Take a little listen to what the world's saying, just a little bit though. You feel me? I understand where he's coming from, for real, for real.
You know what I mean? Like at
Being
that
honest,
time, because I'm fearful that this thing that I worked on for so long will go unappreciated if I don't.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, this is what I do.
Right.
Let me say just enough
Right.
to where it looked like I did some, you know, like it looked like I said something. Everything I'm saying to him, I know and he know it's all survivable. You know what I mean? It's nothing I'm hitting him, not hitting no fatal blows, but it'll be just enough to be like, all right, nigga.
You said something.
Now you.
And that's what I'm saying. I knew he could have did more. And that's the thing. And when I heard that shit, I liked it. But I was like, you could do a lot more than what you could have did, bro. Cause that nigga K Dot, his shit was phenomenal. You could do a lot more than that, bro. You could do more. He tried to politic with the violence of rap. He tried to politic with it. You can't politic with that shit. You gotta just go in. You gotta just shoot the nigga. You can't play with the gun in his face. You gotta just shoot the nigga. I ain't gonna lie.
Gonna come back. I know this is my man. He gonna come back. He gonna say something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Probably give me a line or two, or give me a whatever.
Right.
And I'm gonna be like, you got that? Cool. Now let's get.
If I was calling and heard Doc diss me, my first instinct, I'm gonna call this nigga. Yo, what's really good, nigga? What's up with you, bro? What you on? What's good? Like, what is this? Why am I included? What is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call the nigga. I'm gonna call the nigga. I ain't gonna lie.
Get to this album and really fuck him up. You know what I mean? In my mind, right? Like, but mind you, it's a decision made out of like non-clarity.
Right.
But through that non-clarity, it seemed like my best option, right?
Right.
Boom. We put out Might Delete Later 2 days before Dreamville Fest, and that song is last, right? We just throw it on there. Boom, boom. The second it comes out, and I'm seeing the right away what I did.
Right.
Instantly, what I did was like, oh, you instantly divided off rip. You created a dividing line.
Right.
Where you forcing the world
to pick a side.
And to, if they fuck with you, they gotta
not fuck with him.
Slander him.
Right.
And they taking some of the shit you said, thinking it's survivable and thinking it's just some light shit, boom, boom, boom.
Right.
They taking what you said and they giving it gas and they giving it light. And then my thought becomes, oh, fuck. I done fucked up. I done misrepresented myself.
Right.
I done miss.
That wasn't your intention.
That wasn't my intention.
Right.
My intention was some bullshit, honestly.
Right.
My intention was fraudulent to begin with. You pretending. It's like a nigga pull his gun out and like, this is my analogy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, nigga pull his gun out and just shoot a nigga toe or something.
Right.
It's like, I shot him.
I shot him. You shot him in the foot.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like my intention. You only did it because you was worried about how everybody looked around you. You know what I mean? So my intention was some bullshit.
It's kind of like in Sinners when what was it, when Smoke had shot that nigga in the foot in his knee because he had stole from him. He's like, he only did that if they had stole from him and nobody else was looking, he might not have shot him. Keyword might not have. He might have still shot that nigga just cause. But he shot him in the foot because he stole from him. You know what I'm saying? I see what he's trying to say.
Right.
So with your intention being some bullshit, then me seeing the result of like, oh my God, look what I'm giving life to. And then on top of that, oh God, do this nigga think? Do this nigga, because this music shit is weird and this internet is weird.
Right.
You know, I love these niggas. I really do.
Yep.
But like, bro, I'm not with y'all like this.
Right.
I'm not with y'all every day.
Right.
Y'all not with me every day.
Facts.
If enough headlines go around or enough chatter happens, you might start feeling like I really feel like that. And we not, I mean, guess what? When we was locked in, nigga, I might talk to these niggas once a year.
Right.
Might be 2 years ago by where we just check in. It's no ill will. It's just like, yo, your life,
like
my
that.
life.
Right.
So imagine in the space, I'm like, oh, damn, do this nigga really think that I feel like this about it? Like, oh, and even how I'm telling you, it was way heavier. It was like, oh, no. Right. Like sinking my chair, like, nah.
Right.
But at the same time, you done did it already.
Right.
Like, I've already done it. I've already like jumped into it. Right. So now I'm like, fuck, I got Dreamville Fest coming up. Oh my God, like, I gotta go on the stage. These niggas think I'm representing this. Boom, boom. Right. So, you know, I know I'm going further than your original question, but I feel like I might as well.
Let it,
yeah, all right, cool.
Because people want to know this shit.
Word up.
Because I have more questions that I was going to ask you about it, but you're answering them anyway.
All right,
so,
cool,
you know what I'm saying?
Cool. So fast forward. Now, if you would have seen me that weekend even, like my wife, she was peeping it all weekend. You know what I mean? It's only if you know me intimately would you see it, but it's like she could just see I was fucked up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I felt like I had made like a big mistake.
Right.
And the main mistake was like, damn, you really love this dude. Like, you really have, I'm a fan,
right,
a friend. It's not just him, it's Drake too. It's like, yo, I really fuck with these niggas. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, oh shit. And then also it's a bit of pride because it's like, damn, they want to hit the nigga and be like, hey, bro, you think I was serious? Boom, boom.
Yeah.
But at this point, I'm in my head. It's like, you know what I mean? So anyways, the show is I'm about 2 hours from going on stage or an hour from going on stage. And I'm like, damn, are you really about to walk on the stage? And everything about it feels untrue. You about to go on the stage and just represent this energy. And a thought comes to me. And I really feel like this was God. Because I could tell because of how it like lifted me. And how it took like the weight off me. It was like, oh,
it's
yo.
like when you live in your truth, the weights come off your body. That's how, even though he apologized, I ain't gonna lie, I don't hate it. Because I'm like, why does he want to beef with this nigga for? I don't see the issue. With Drake, I could kind of see the issue. Kind of, right? With Cole, with Drake, the issue was really just the unsustainability, or not even unsustainability, more the lie or the culture vulture mentality that he has when it comes to music. And Cole doesn't really have that. That's not Cole's thing. Cole has a style, and he's a very well-studied and well-characterized artist when it comes to this shit, you know? So I don't know why he's beefing with this nigga. You can make an argument that Drake is a culture vulture, but he also brings to the culture as well. But you can't really make that argument for Cole, because I don't really remember a time when Cole was like really jacking other niggas shit. Pause. You feel me? Like, I don't know.
You misrepresented yourself on a big stage, right? On a big platform, on an album. You know what I mean? And played into it. And you said something that you didn't really believe in, you know what I mean? About somebody else, boom, boom, boom. You got the opportunity to go tell how you actually feel and speak the truth on a big stage. Maybe a bigger stage at that point, because niggas is tuned in around the world, you know what I mean? It's a live stream. So I'm like, and that's when the apology came in my mind an hour before.
Right.
I told my wife, she the only one I told. I ain't tell my homeboys, thank God, because they probably would have, you know what I mean?
They would have been upset.
Wildin'.
Yeah.
Told my wife, she started crying, you know what I mean? Like, cause she seen one, how it was affecting me, and two, she just, I don't know, it was like a pride that she had, and she know how I feel about him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, she talked to his wife. They got a little relationship, you know what I mean? So it's like, she don't even know the rap world. She know the real version of me.
Right.
She started crying. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'm excited to do this now.
Right.
I'm going out there with a different energy.
Right.
I'm going out there, I can't wait to get to that moment.
Right.
Because it's really me.
Right.
And I really get to represent myself. So I do what I do, right?
Absolutely.
As soon as I do what I do, me personally,
the weight
is off me because I know I've made a wrong right.
Right.
I did wrong. Whether you feel it's wrong or not, it's wrong to me.
Right.
So I've made a wrong right. You know what I mean? Now, worst case, I know he know and I know the world know how I actually feel. Boom, 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 right?
Yeah.
The weight gets lifted off me. Simultaneously, the world like, nah, nigga.
Nah, nigga, you don't get to get off scot-free like that. Hell nah, little bit. Hell nah, nigga, what you doing?
Yeah.
No, sir. No, buddy.
It's fact.
It's not gonna happen like that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And the world is fucking me up or fucking my name up. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Or whatever.
That's
you know
one of the questions. Stay here for a minute because I want you to finish the story.
Okay.
How did you feel right then and there when niggas was like, yo, this nigga backing out the battle? Yo, come on, man. Like, Yo, come on, you fucking up light-skinned nigga. I seen all that. You know?
Like, come on, Cole, I believed in you. What you doing, bro? You fucking with the light-skinned brand. What you want, my nigga? Face ass.
Yo, how did you feel at that moment when people got upset with you for saying that you're not going to go back and forth with him? How did you feel?
Well, firstly, you got to think it was that night. With that night, I had my own homeboys.
Right.
Like, I had people that was close to me. Some niggas like, yo, bro, I get it. I respect that. Boom, boom, boom.
Right.
Some niggas like, bro, fuck that. No. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So I already experienced that in real life.
Right.
You know what I mean? And when they did it to me, when they hit me with that, and I appreciate them telling me the truth, you know, whoever did. But
Facts. I ain't gonna lie. One thing is like you can have different opinions, but the fact that he kept it real with you, you keep a nigga like that in your back pocket, on your side. You feel me? Because that's real. Because that's how you know when he really feel the way that you feel, you not fucking up. Because he really feel that. You can tell there's truth in there's truth within the motive that they speak. You feel me? And that's real. That's real.
it's like when they hit me with it, I'm chilling. I didn't give a fuck. Like because I knew in my heart I did what was right for me.
And it means more coming from them than social or whatever.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go. However, what I will say is, like, to your point, when the world start giving me them hands, my reaction was I still felt like, nah, like I'm secure in my decision and what I did. But of course, over time, when niggas like, nah, this nigga's over.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's over. The ego and the fear creeps in some. It wasn't dominant, but I did feel it there where it was like, shit, like did I fuck up? You know what I mean? Where it's like, it's not a dominant feeling because ultimately I always lean back on the fact that like, no, nigga, like I got a strong.
No, I believe in what I did. I believe in myself, and I believe in the dream that I have for myself. Point blank. Period. That's it.
Belief in God and I feel like we know how it feels when it's God, and we know how it feels when it's not. You know what I mean? And I know that like, yo, I'm moving off the feeling that I feel like aligns with that, with you know what I mean? And as long as I did that and I made the decision from that place, then I got to remember that like, yo, okay, there's actually a bigger plan. There's a bigger purpose. So it's like I got homeboys, damn near everybody on my side want to crash out. You know what I mean? Like,
I get it.
And, yo, niggas talking crazy on, man, it's the internet. But they like, yo, niggas talking crazy. I don't like this shit. And I had to really tell everybody like, yo, bro, don't say nothing. I appreciate it because you love me. And you want to go out there and ride for me. You know what I mean? You see niggas talking crazy. And it's the worst to them because it's like, nigga, I know you. And you be begging niggas to get in shows, coming to the parties, boom, boom. Now all of a sudden you got some shit to say. They got real problems and they want to crash out on people. And I'm telling them like, no, like let me walk through this. Like, let me, whatever the.
And that's that, you know what that is? That's that young Simba mentality. Let me walk through it, man. Let me walk through the fire. Fuck it, man. It's real. Cause guess what? It's real to me. It's real to me. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, like it didn't feel right in my spirit to call that nigga a bitch. It's real to me. And that's it, nigga.
World is got for me, whatever they got to say for me, let me take it. And let me remember or remember that that's not even me. Like who I actually am on the inside. I'm damn sure not J. Cole. I'm damn near not even Jermaine on the inside. We all are connected to something higher. So what's a name? It's an identity. What's a reputation? It's just a story that somebody tell about you. So it's really just my ego that's afraid that like, oh, my reputation is gonna get fucked up. Oh, they not gonna think this about me no more. Who gives a like? Let me remember or learn who gives a fuck what they actually think. You know what I mean? Like it's not even you that they talking about. And if it is, so fucking what? So I'm like, yo, don't say nothing. Let me walk through this. So I spent the next amount of time walking through it mentally, like still feeling at peace with my decision, but now knowing I gotta work through the mental test that comes with the.
It's like the weight was lifted, but you also have to deal with the weight in your mind fighting against your ego of, okay, I made that decision, but it was the right decision. It was the right decision, but I got to deal with the clapback of how my decision affected others that rode with me and those that don't ride with me. I got to feel both of that at the same time. And sometimes it's positive. It's like, oh, I understand why you did what you did, but then it's negative and it's like, nah, nigga, fuck that. You're crazy. You're weak for that. You're not supposed to not diss that nigga. You feel me? And yeah. It's just you got to deal with the clap back from both of that at the same time and feel that. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost, as he said, walk through the fire almost, or walk through that almost. You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
The world fucking my name up or fucking me up. Right. And you know, and that led me to, that's the blessing. Oh, I started this conversation by telling you, it's a long conversation, but
take your time, bro.
I started this conversation by telling you how much of a blessing that situation was for me.
Right.
Now let me tell you why.
Okay.
In the middle of the world fucking me up. Like, it's over for this nigga. Nah, I never look at this nigga the same. Nah, you don't do that, boom, boom, boom. Right. Yo, I always knew that nigga was such and such, boom, boom, boom. In the middle of the world doing that, I'm having these conversations with myself. I got to get off. At that time, it was like I had crept back on. I think around the time the Kendrick shit dropped or the Kendrick and Future shit, and then my shit. I'm back reading comments, what niggas are saying. I realized quickly, like, okay, I got to get the fuck off of that.
Yeah.
I got to get off IG.
Right.
And YouTube, my most used app. That's why I've been fucking with y'all for a minute, because it's like, yo, I was seeing that shit on IG and on YouTube. Yep. But on YouTube, every other post was my name. I was like, yo, I had to get off YouTube. So
I think it's because it's you, my nigga. That's why I think YouTube knows that it's you. So it's like they're showing you because you're like famous as fuck. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like how RDC World, I think they'll have their YouTube pulled up and it's them because it's showing them, you know? It's weird.
I had to separate myself from that, knowing the world is fucking me up.
Right.
And I had to have this conversation with myself. And this was the conversation. All right. Right now, the world is shitting on your name.
Okay.
Whatever you think you've built, you know what I mean? The world got something.
Because at the end of the day, rap is a sport, right? And with me, with the thing, I wish he didn't back out, right? But he did what he did, and I respect that he did and I respect what he did, right? But for me, the love I have for his music, it stretches deeper than, oh, he can out rap a nigga on a specific album. It comes from the fact that he's willing to almost preach and tell a story and parables in the sense of life, as not just him, but what really impressed me about his repertoire with rapping is how he spoke about others, the way he feels about the people in his life, and how he speaks about them, and how he speaks life into them through the music. Beautiful, a true friend, and he's a true friend on the mic. You feel me? For real.
To say about you, yeah, you know what I mean, and boom, boom. How you feel about that? I mean, shit. I mean, it don't feel great. You know what I mean? But like, you know,
like I don't really listen to J. Cole to hear him put niggas down. I really listen to him to hear him really like talk and speak life into people through his music. You feel me? Kind of how he speaks life into himself by saying he's the best rapper alive. How he spoke life into James by basically talking about how he passed away and what he left behind, right? And all that other stuff, and basically speaking about how his kids on the fall off, you know, talking about how he wants to raise them well in a proper, righteous way, things of that nature, you know. I just love how he speaks life into shit, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Whatever I'm saying to myself. Then the question is like, can you control any of that? Can you control what anybody says or thinks about you? You know what I mean? Can you?
In a sense, you kind of can. Obviously, you kind of can. But you could be the most badass nigga on earth, and niggas will still think you pussy, because you can't control that. You can, but you can't at the same time. It's a very interesting thing. Like, you could be, I don't know, a genius, and somebody could look at you and still say you're stupid because they think you're stupid. Simple as that. No matter, you could show them you're not stupid, and they'll still think you're stupid because there's nothing you can do.
Do that. Of course, the answer I'm telling myself is like, oh, no, I can't control that.
Right.
Okay, then. Let me ask you another question. This is me talking to myself.
Talking to yourself.
Let me ask you another question. Why did you ever do this in the first place? Like, did you ever do this? Did you ever put a pen to the paper, make a beat, record a song because you wanted people that you didn't know to always have great things to say about you?
Because at the end of the day, if he would have rapped against Kendrick because he wanted to rap against him, it would have been fire. But he rapped against Kendrick because he didn't want other people to think he was soft for not rapping against that nigga. That's why the music felt tainted. If he would have came at that nigga with ferocity because he wanted to actually show that little nigga that he a little nigga, it would have been beautiful. He would have rapped good as hell, but he didn't feel that in his spirit. You feel me? So it came out wonky, weird, and it was a good song. It was an amazing 7-minute drill. but it was a drill. It wasn't really the real thing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Like, is that why you did this? Nah, that's not why I did this. Right. So why did you do this ever? Why did you ever do this in the first place?
Right.
Oh, I did this in the first place because I loved it. Like the second I start rapping, the first rhyme I wrote, the first beat I made, I fell in love with it. Like I sat in that same chair you see on the album cover. I wrote my first song there. I must have sat in that spot for 7 hours. I made the beat. I must have sat in that chair in my crib on my mom and my stepfather's stereo system. I must have sat for the first time for 7 hours. Imagine being 14, 15, sitting in a chair for 7 hours and you not watching TV or playing a game. You know what I mean? I'm writing a song.
Right.
Like, oh, I did that and those types of things because
That's real. No matter what you say about a nigga, that's real. That's real, bro. He sat down it for 7 hours straight. He put pen to paper. Like, I almost can't, I can fathom it, but it's like, damn, like, pen to paper for 7 hours straight? They put your ass on punishment. You would have thought they put that nigga on punishment, bro. God damn.
I loved it. Aha, you did it because you loved it. Let me ask you a question. Do you love it right now? Do you currently love it right now? I'm like, yeah, I think I love it. Oh. Do you? Then I'm like, oh, shit. It's like, yo, listen to how you talking about your own album you about to put out.
Right.
Look how you been talking about this shit.
Right.
Like, this how you want to go out? You don't listen to music no more. You don't play this shit no more. You know what I mean? I got kids now. Yeah. The shit that I came up on, you know what I mean? Right. I don't play that shit around my kids. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
I'm grateful that my parents didn't give a fuck what I listened to or what they played around me.
Right.
But I'm not gonna do that. So it's like I don't experience this shit on a regular basis no more. And like, yo, look how you talking about this album you were working on for 8 years. Man, let's just get this shit the fuck out.
Right.
Let's just put this shit out, man, and be done with it.
Right.
And then my question was, that's how you want to go out? That's how you want to drop this album? That's how you want to drop your last album? If this is your last album, that's how you want to put it out?
Right.
Like, nah. Well, how do you want to, what you want to feel like? I don't want to feel like this. I can't write a fucking rap to save my life. Like, that's how you want to go out? And like, nah, I want to go out. When I put this shit out, I want to be in love with this shit. Like, I want to be feeling like I damn near could do 3 more albums. Like, I want to feel like excited and proud to put this shit out. I don't want to be over it.
Right.
Like, all right then. So, what can you control that? You can't control what people are saying.
Right.
But can you control how you feel about what it is that you do?
Right.
And so when I say it was the biggest blessing, it was because in that moment I'm like, oh yeah, I can control that. I can control. It's like a relationship. Like when you're in a relationship,
Absolutely.
It's like if I'm in a relationship with a woman, and it's like I can pretend like, man, we just grew apart. This shit ain't there no more. Really, you stop doing the things that breed love with this woman. You know what I mean? And y'all stop doing the things that breed love with each other. And you just say you fell out of love. Well, really, you stop doing.
You stop doing the love. Y'all there ain't no fallout. You just stop doing it. You just stop doing the love thing. I see what he's saying, bro. No cap.
Doing love. Like, love is like out of like spending time, listening to somebody. You know what I mean? Like it's an active thing. So from that day forward, when I had that conversation with myself, I'm like, oh, I get it. And I just immerse myself back in this shit that I love. And I started telling people that summer, I was like, damn, nigga, I feel like I'm 16 years old again. Like, I was madly in love with this shit, and then my pen got on fire. Like, from that day forward, and that's what started my next journey. And the reason why I say it was the biggest blessing is because, like, the way I feel now, putting that album out, versus how I would have felt 2 years ago,
Gotcha.
even with the album in the form that it was, night and day. Like, nigga, I ride around playing this shit.
Right.
Still to the, like, yesterday I had to drive an hour to Fayetteville. Yeah. Nigga, I'm playing this shit the whole way. I'm rapping my shit. I'm a fan of this shit.
Right.
And that's a blessing because 2 years.
That's how you know you love that's how you know you made something good. When you like your shit like that, you know you made something good, bro. Even if nobody else fucking with it, you know you made something good if you like your shit like that, bro. No cap.
Years ago, it was, man, let's get this shit out of here. So I know that's long-winded, but.
Nah, I get
you know
it.
what I mean?
Trust me, because just as a writer, you go through writer's block, especially when you're as good as you are. It's hard to compete with your last great project. You get what I'm saying? And everything you explain makes a lot of sense. Like, you got to be true to you before you make somebody else happy. And if you're not happy with what you're doing, and you made a bunch of money already, what the fuck are we really doing it for? Right? Like for me, I come to work, I get to watch sports where I watch sports all day anyway, and get to sit here with my childhood friend that we didn't speak to each other for 15 years, and we fucking watch sports and laugh at niggas.
Wow.
You get what I'm like what the like you can't even beat that shit.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? If I had to do it, I wouldn't want to do it, man.
That's real, bro.
Nah, and I got everything you said. Do you think that I only got a couple more questions for you, now I'm gonna let my assistant Taylor ask you some questions. Okay. Do you think that the Drake and Kendrick thing got totally out of hand? Do you think it spiraled out of control? How do you feel? Because I know both of these.
I feel like K-Dot took it there, bro. I feel like K-Dot just took it there, honestly. To be quite frank with you, it could have kind of stayed a rap. Then it got very personal. And at the end of the day, it got to a point where Drake didn't even want that shit being played and know where he was at. Nowhere. I mean, you would never want to hear a nigga dish you like anywhere, I guess. But it got to a point Drake said you probably couldn't even play K-Dot around that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it probably got to that point.
Yeah, it's weird for me because I damn near feel like the only person in the world. And of course, I don't know if this is true or not, but when I really analyze the situation, I'm like, damn, I feel like the only person in the world. It's almost like it's a much more mild example, but it's the only way I could think about it. I'm like, I think of Dell Curry. Like, imagine Seth Curry was the star basketball player for whoever the team he was on, the Hornets.
Right.
And then Steph was the star player for the Warriors, and they met in the finals.
Right.
And then Dell has to watch, like, he has to watch this battle. Somebody got to come out a quote unquote loser. Somebody got to come out a winner. It's like, I'm the world right away. The world became like politics. You either Democrat or Republican. You either Kendrick or you Drake, and you got to pick a side. Boom, boom. And I felt like the nigga that was like disgusted both ways, damn near. You know what I mean? So when you say did it get out of hand, it's like creatively, that's not my place to say.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like. That's definitely not my place to say. I'm a nigga that apologize. So it's not my place to come in and say like, oh, such and such shouldn't have said boom, 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 boom. Like, that's not my place. But I think the out of hand that I think is like world reaction, specifically like, to me it's like disgusting how people try to use that opportunity to like either show how they really felt about Drake the whole time, or just like pile on.
That's a fact.
And kind of thought that's definitely a fact. Oh my fucking god! They used the opportunity to kick him out. He was down for real, for real. Now, do I think K-Dot won that shit? Of course, I think he won that shit. But niggas used that shit to kick him down for real, for real. I saw it, bro. No cap.
And tear this dude down and like create a narrative as if he's not great or as if he's not fucking amazing or something.
They tried to take his greatness away from him. And I'll say this: did K-Dot win the beef? Of course, he won the beef. But at the end of the day, Drake is still Drake. At the end of the day, Drake is still Drake. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't stop listening to Drake after the beef. I can't front you. And I don't think I ever will. Because Drake is still that nigga to this day, bro. I'm sorry. Like, CLB was fucking fired. CLB was fucking beautiful. I love that album. It was great, bro. Oh my God. God damn.
Stellar. It's like, yo, if you want to keep it, if you really want to keep it hip hop and boom, boom, nigga, judge it on the merits of the battle.
Right.
Don't discredit. You know what I mean? And I feel like it was a whole campaign, and probably still is to this day.
Right.
Of like belittling and tearing down what this dude built as if it was some shit we have never seen.
That's
you know what I mean? So on one hand, it's like, yo, I feel weird, and they're gonna make headlines out of this. You know what I mean? And like and you know, and then the internet and the people that feed into the fucking algorithms and get money off of clicks or just like pray to get attention off shit they say, they're gonna take this and run with it. But it's really the truth. It's like I root for both of these niggas.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like it's weird because to see a moment that Kendrick had, it's like I'm like, oh my God. Quietly, I'm like, it's weird to say, because if I'm Drake and I hear this, I'm gonna feel away. But I'm gonna come back and tell the other truth later, which is like when I see Kendrick get the moment he had, the pop out, the stadium, the Super Bowl.
The stadium, that Amazon Stadium shit for the West Coast, oh my fucking God, that shit was tough. That was crazy, nigga. Oh my God, that shit was crazy, nigga. I was like, damn, you doing it like that, K-Dot? Dot, you doing it like that? That's crazy. You basically stunning on that nigga.
The Grammys.
The Grammys. I'm like, I'm just as proud of this nigga as I was when I knew him back then. You know what I mean? Of like, oh nigga, like, wow.
Right.
Like, and I know it's deserved and he handles it so well. You know what I mean? But then at the same time, when I say that, I'm like, but I also hate that for Drake. Right. Because the word, like you see the shit with the at the Grammys when the dude hosted, had some shit to say to Kendrick about the light. Oh yeah, the last time you did something to a light skin. Yeah. I hate that. I'm like, bro, I hate that for him, and I hate how the world turns on him. And simultaneously, I'm over here like, man, I hope Iceman go crazy. Like, I hope this nigga's in his bag, and I hope he boom, 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 boom. Simultaneously, I feel that way about both niggas. So I did get conflicted at times in the battle because I'm like, but creatively, that's not my place. Right. But as a critic of like culture, which that word is fucking weird because it's like, nigga, this shit is algorithm based, nigga. This shit is paid campaigns on niggas, positive or negative. But my criticism on the culture is like, ew, like I hate what y'all try to do to this man. Right. Like, you know what I mean? And I hope y'all fail. You know what I mean? And I'm glad to see y'all fail. So it's like I hate to speak on it because it's like I know they're gonna take it a certain way, but that's genuinely my truth. You know what I mean? Like that's genuinely my truth. Right.
You just told us how you feel about them being artists. And I don't know Kendrick, a big fan of his music, but Drake's my man, so I totally feel exactly how you feel, what you just said. And it was a good moment for Kendrick, like you said. And I like his music too, I'm a fan, but as Drake being my friend, it was fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, no cap. It's like, I fuck with the music, but that's my guy. I can't take that. I couldn't take it. I'll punish your ass for that shit, bro.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. And so if I put myself in Drake's shoes, even to hear me say, like, I'm happy for Kendrick in a sense. I would, if I'm him, I'm gonna feel like, damn, nigga. But I.
And Drake felt like that too, for sure. He felt like that. He was like, damn, nigga, you hate me that much? I know, bro.
Love this nigga too. Right. You know what I mean? And I don't like that he's doing it with a whole crowd like shitting on you. I don't like that. You know what I mean? But shit, that's not my place to necessarily judge. And if that's how he felt, he had to go with it. You also engaged at the same time. You know what I mean? Like so I absolutely hate and have always hated how they try to like do that to him. And I genuinely pray. It's like, nigga, I'm a fan waiting. Like, I'm telling Eve, like, man, I hope this Iceman shit go crazy, and I hope he kills that shit.
That's so, personally, where you at with them friendship-wise today?
I'm in the same place.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where it's like, yo, I genuinely love these niggas, but I'm not gonna act like we've been communicating and talking. You know what I mean? I've had conversations with them like post everything. You know what I mean? But it's not like it's a lot. But that's just, you know, that's me not knowing where they at.
Right.
Me maybe assuming because I done heard X, Y, and Z.
Right.
But it has nothing to do with like how I actually feel. I genuinely love these niggas. Like I be wanting to shoot off a text. You know what I mean? Like I ain't gonna lie, but even saying that on a mic is kind of lame to me. But it's just it is my truth. You know what I mean?
It is what it is. Absolutely. Look, my assistant Taylor, she loves you. She was actually on vacation. Where was you at, Taylor?
I was in St. Lucia.
She was in St. Lucia. She cut her vacation short to come back to.
I would not do no shit like that. I fuck with you, Cole, but I'm not cutting my vacation short to talk to you, nigga. I ain't gonna lie, bitch. I'm in St. Lucia sipping coconuts and shit, and I cut that short to come talk to a nigga? Hell nah, boy. Fuck with you, though, and I love the music, nigga. No cap.
See you, and I'll say, you know what? She knows more about you probably than any of your fans. So I told her she could ask you a few questions. And she made it back from St. Lucia. I don't know what hurricane she flew through or how she got here, but she said her last 24 hours was hell.
Damn.
Getting here just to meet you, because she's been to Dreamville. She's flew to North Carolina to see your concerts.
I appreciate
so
that.
on and so forth. So Taylor, a few questions. Knock them out from coming from one of your number one fans.
Listen, before we get into the questions, first off, thank you.
Yeah, she got the Dreamville merch on. Boy, she fuck with you, man. No cap.
Thank you. 2014 Forest Hills Drives really means like a lot to me for a multitude of reasons, and I'm sure you get that all the time. But also thank you to you for allowing this opportunity.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, definitely last 24 hours. If I didn't get off that island 24 hours ago, I would have been stuck there till Friday. So
And you came just so you could be here for this. You cut it short.
listen,
Man.
I'm made mountains move just
I
for
really
this. So
appreciate that.
I really appreciate you
Thank
too. But great interview so far, and I just want to kind of go back on some of the things that you spoke on, especially with writing.
Okay.
Right.
I know in 2021, when you left Rock Nation, you acquired your master's.
Mm-hmm.
How has your writing process been? Maybe it changed for you since having full ownership.
The ownership has nothing to do with it, and I also want to say on your platform, because I think I said it on the podcast we did, but you know, people, that's a very small audience of people that just fuck with me. But how I even got my master's back in the first place is because Jay and Rock Nation agreed to switch my record deal over to a distribution deal, you know what I mean, which gave me a much larger chunk of ownership than I had previously, you know what I mean, which set me, I just did want to say that because people just think like I just got my master back, but really it's like, I got him back a little early because, you know, one, I had leverage, but also Rock Nation did the right thing and like overly blessed me by switching that to a distribution deal. And I never said that publicly, I don't think. So I did, while you asked that question, I did just want to mention that. But the ownership of my music never changed my writing process. I honestly don't even think about that side of it. But how has my writing process changed? I've experimented with multiple. It used to be one way. When I was at that beat machine on the cover of the album, I just sit down in a spot, stay there for 2 hours, 3 hours, and just lock in and focus. And like that was my process. But as I gotten older, I've experimented. Like there's songs I got where it's like I'm doing like how Future and Uzi and them do, where it's like I'm doing a line at a time. You know what I mean? There's songs that I got where I try that. It's not my bread and butter, but I have experimented with it. And there's times where, you know, I might just write a verse one day and it's like, oh, I know what this song is. Let me put it away, come back to it, write the next verse. But the thing that I learned after I said I fell back in love with this shit and that's what got me to the finish line on the album, the thing that I relearned about myself is like, oh, wait. I'm a solitude nigga. I write my best in solitude. Like, not just like, oh, I'm in a room by myself. Like, no, like, I would start flying up. You know, I'm a full-time dad, really. Like, my studio's in the crib, my gym is in the crib. So it's like, I'm always around my kids, even when they're at school, they homeschool. So it's like, I'm always around the kids. But what I learned is, if I go to a hotel room where I could just be in a hotel room all day, write all day, listen to music all day, make a beat all day, fall asleep while working on the beat, wake up, open the laptop and press play on the beat again. If I get 2-3 days of solitude, let alone if I get 5, that's when I'm like super tapped in.
He might get a whole song done that 5 days. No cap. Shit. Okay, Jermaine.
Like when I could just, because, and I thought about it, I'm like, oh yeah, cause nigga, that's what you was used to. I'm in the college in my apartment, just in my room, dolo, like writing. But now with kids, I had to remind myself, like, oh wait, I write good at the house. I done write some crazy shit at the house while they write upstairs or whatever. Sometimes I done wrote some fire shit while they write in the living room and they write in the kitchen, I'm in the living room. But my best, where if I know I need to knock some shit out and I go get 2 days alone, 3 days alone, where I could just damn near feel like a teenager again or a 20-year-old again.
Loki, what I really want to see for real, this would be fucking crazy. I really want to, like, 'cause, you know, he probably got books that he's written with verses. I want to get, I would buy those books and read them. I would buy that shit and read the thought process and read the book and understand the thought process behind a rhyme. I want to see it. Like, I really want to just see it, you know?
I get so productive, and that's when my pen can really like light on fire. So I don't know if that's a change, but I just rediscover how important that is for me if I really want to like lock in.
It's Aquarius shit right there. You gotta be dolo sometime, man.
Word up. When your birthday?
February 4th,
Oh,
man.
yes, yeah,
I'm the same way. Like, I be out here a lot by myself because I think better by myself. That's just me too. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I'm chiming in on the same shit. I gotta be by myself to be creative a lot of times.
Facts.
Yeah, that kind of falls into my next question because I know you did a 7-part series for the release of your new album where you went to different cities in North Carolina and New York, as far as Arizona, in the Honda Civic.
Mm-hmm.
Being that you are considered the big 3, what keeps you hungry? Is there something specific to keep that same hunger that you had when you were?
It's funny, he spoke about that on that one song. He I think it was in Straight of Truth in Ibiza. He said, "How do I keep writing when I don't when I have everything? I'm not hungry no more." He basically just said, I forget the verse, but he basically said he was basically like he was trying to. He asked himself, "How do I keep writing when I know I'm not as hungry as I used to be? I don't want it as bad. I'm not starving. I'm good. I'm rich as shit. My kids good. My wife good. I'm happy. How do I keep elevating when when the natural pressure of how do I survive? How do I make it day to day in this capitalistic society isn't on my back anymore? I'm at the top of the hill, as they say. How do I keep being great?" And he said, and his answer was just put everything out, the good, the bad, the ugly. That's me, the nigga that thought of it. Just put it out. Shout out my nigga Eam and all that for being there and giving me, I wouldn't say giving me the courage, but giving me sort of like the pound on the back to put the shit out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he said. And I listened. I was like, that's real as fuck. Cause I could understand the pressure. Cause when you that nigga, you gotta continue to be that nigga. When you're him, you have to continue to be him. When you produce at that level, you have to continue to produce at that level, or else they seem to think you fall off. You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
Originally going to college campuses and selling, your CDs.
That's a great question
now.
too. What kept me hungry to get to this finish line was the whole concept of the fall off was born after Forest Hills Drive, the album you was talking about. When I got off that tour, for the first time, like, I was chasing this shit. I told you, I'm waiting outside for Jay-Z. Like, my whole life was about getting to where I wanted to be and some occasional partying. You know what I mean? But, like, my whole life was getting to where I wanted to be. And so after that album, that tour was the biggest thing I had ever done. The album was the biggest thing I ever done. The singles was going crazy. And I didn't even make it to have singles, but the songs was going crazy. And so after that tour, I, for the first time, was like, I sat on the couch, me and my wife, I had just got married. We watched television for the first time. My nigga, I hadn't watched TV 10 years maybe, because I was just trying to get it. I sat down, I watched Power. I watched fucking How to Get Away with Murder. I watched Narcos at the time. There was a show called Odd Mom Out, Caribbean.
I can't lie, man. I went on vacation with my shorty for like spring break. We was just chilling in San Antonio. Then we went to go see her parents. Bro, I can't lie, gang. That shit, bro, sitting on that couch watching TV with her, watching Cars and shit, watching Bridgerton with her, but that shit felt so good, boy. I know that, bro. That feeling, man, when you with somebody you love for real, and you just watching TV with them, it hit different. It's a very good feeling for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Like, I sat on the couch every day, made beats and watched TV, and I felt, for the first time in a long time, I felt comfort. I had not felt comfort in a minute. And with that comfort, that shit made me start like self-reflecting. Mind you, I was meditating every day back then. So when you meditate consistently, you very in tune with your emotions and your thoughts. So this comfort was making me think to myself like, yo, you kind of comfortable. And I had already been thinking about retiring for some reason. At like after Born Sinner, I was like, I'll do one more album and then maybe retire. So I was like, yo, you did what you, after Forest Hills Drive, after that tour, I'm like, yo, you kind of did what you set out to do. Like, my nigga, you made it to the mountaintop. Like, you could chill, right? Like, you don't got to keep going. You could retire right now, like you were saying. Do you want to do that? And I was like, yo, that kind of sound good because I'm liking this. But I had an honest conversation with myself. And I'm like, yo, are you ready yet? And the thought was like, nah, not yet. All right, why ain't you ready yet? Because when I go out, I want to go out with every ability maxed out. I damn near look at it like 2K. You know when you're creating a player in 2K
right.
and you got certain shit that you could put up, like speed, stamina, boom, boom. I felt like when I was younger, I had my bars and my flows and my ferociousness as a battle rapper, because that's how I came up, like a damn near like a cannabis type battle rapper. Like, all my shit was maxed out. Then when I got storytelling, my storytelling got maxed out. The only thing that hadn't maxed out yet was what Forest Hills Drive has, which is like the best songwriting, hooks, bridge, storytelling, wisdom, boom, boom. Like I was tapped all the way in on that album. But a couple of my sliders on.
Could have told. I could tell. Nigga, I could tell. That shit was beautiful. No cap. It's not my favorite album he's ever made, but it's definitely second place. That shit was gorgeous, my nigga.
On that album, I feel like went down. Like my bars, like like that the Yachty joint I got,
Right.
like that I'm mentioning y'all
Shout out
on.
this other one.
That's the rapper that I truly am in my heart from the beginning. I couldn't have wrote that verse when I was having this conversation with myself. And I was like, yo, when I go out, I want to go out on all my abilities maxed. I want to be max storytelling, max bars, max motherfucking wisdom, max songwriting, max hooks. So the thought was, all right, I'll do one more. There's an album for this feeling. I was like, there's an album for this. Like, when most niggas is supposed to decline and their abilities and their skills is supposed to decline because they getting comfortable and sitting on the couch and drinking wine and life get better, I'm like, yo, can I do the opposite? Can I go the other way and get better than I was? So because, to answer your question about what kept my hunger, is because I imagined a day when I'm not doing this no more. And I was like, yo, if that day comes, what would you regret? And so the past 10 years has been me trying to like make sure that it ain't no regret. You know what I mean? Like make sure there's no regret that I left on the table. So that's
And with this, I think the Fall Off is not gonna be his last album. I think he got one more in the tank. One more. Right? It might be a deluxe. And it's not gonna be a deluxe. 24 songs is a lot, so it's not gonna be a deluxe. But he got one more in the tank, just one more. I feel like honestly, I want him to kind of dig back into storytelling a little bit more. Tell me a story about somebody you love, bro. Right, like you did with James. Tell me a story about somebody you love, bro, in a deep, meaningful way, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, do it different though. Do it different. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
what kept me hungry. I'm like, yo, you said this is what you want to do. I didn't know it would take 10 years. I thought that shit was going to be 3 years tops, but it took 10 years. And it's like, that kept me hungry of like, yo, don't be 50, 60 looking back like, you ain't scrape it all off the table, skill-wise and ability-wise.
Right. So would you say that you're comfortable now that the album's dropped?
Yes.
Are you seriously considering retirement?
You thinking too hard. The answer is no. Hold on.
Yes, some days. You know what I mean? And some days I'm like, yo, I got an idea. You know what I mean? But
All I'm gonna say is, bro, give it some time before you drop the next one. Give it like 2, 3 years, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Really sit down and really think about it, gang. Really think about it, and then drop one last one. And if you like that one, that's it. You don't gotta drop no more. I won't even let you drop, nigga. I won't even listen to it if you drop, nigga. If you drop after this last one, I won't even listen, nigga, cause it's over with. You fell off. Nah, but you ain't fall off, but you know what I'm saying. You feel me? Nah, I'm lying. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna definitely listen for sure. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't make that. I made the album so that let me clear it up too, so there's like no confusion. I made this album so that if it was my last, I'm cool, and I am. I'm cool. If that's my last album, I'm cool. You know what I mean? If I get inspired in a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years to do another album, I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna fight the feeling.
Right.
But this album is what I intended it to be, which is like, yo, I did what I said. Now it just so happens because of what happened 2 years ago, I'm very inspired right now because I fell back in love with this shit. So I got ideas for beats, for production. I got ideas for verses, for songs. Like maybe I do a project. Maybe I don't get inspired enough to do a project. Maybe I never drop another album again. And if I don't, guess what? I don't give a fuck because I did this.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know if that clears it up, but it's like,
Basically, what she's saying is don't retire, nigga. That's what it boiled down
No
to.
cap.
Like, yo,
Well, I'm just
don't
clearing
retire.
it up for the fan base because it's like you've given us mixtapes, features, albums. We don't want it to end, right?
Man, that shit gotta end soon though, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I love this nigga, but I ain't gonna front. If I was a rapper, I'm giving y'all 10 albums max, and that's a hard max. That's like, cause really you might get 6 or 7 out of me or 8, but I'm not going past 10. I don't wanna. There's nothing more to talk about after 10. You feel me?
And also, when you dropped this and you did the 7-part series, you showed us a lot more like visuals than normal, and that got us even more excited. And I'm speaking like the whole fan base,
I
but
appreciate
just from the environment, the community that I'm in, like we want to see more of you, even on the creative side of the visuals, even outside of music as well. We just don't want you to be retired, go recluse, and then we never hear about J. Cole ever again, you know?
If you retire, would you still tour?
I actually do have a vision of like, if I never put another album out, I would want to tour 2 albums. Forest Hill Drive, and the Fall Off. So it's like every few years, it's a artist, it's a group, Pink Floyd, a band from back in the days, and I think the dude, one of the singers, like Roger Plant or some shit, or whatever his name is, forgive me if I fucked it up, but like he was a part of Pink Floyd, but he has this album that like meant a lot to him that they did. I guess he did most of the writing, and it's called The Wall. And every 3 to 5 years, he goes out and he tours this album. I mean, he just turned 80 or some shit or something crazy. But like for the past 30 years, he's been going and touring this album. And that's how I see myself. If I don't put out another album, those two albums.
I need at least one more out of you, nigga. I need at least one more. The Fall Off not enough for me. I need one more. I need a good, solid 10 to 15 song project. We don't need 20 songs. 10 to 15 songs. Give me an interesting story. Show me something, nigga. Show me something, man.
Albums mean so much to me, Forest Hill Drive and the Fall Off, that it's like I see myself going out and bare minimum performing those albums, you know what I mean? At whatever level people will have me. Like if people want to see that shit in the stadium, I'll do that. If they want to see it at a House of Blues, I'll do a House of Blues. You know what I mean? If they want to do that, see that shit in a 300-person room, I'll do that.
Gotcha. Got one.
Hey, you know, you fuck with that, but you gotta give me For Your Eyes Only too, gang. I need that from you. You gotta sing Deja Vu to me one time for the one song, gang.
More.
Yeah, I got one more. This one's a little off topic related to the other questions, but if you had to pick one Dreamville artist to be your designated driver for a night, who are you trusting the least with the keys?
Who am I trusting the least with the keys?
Yes.
Oh, shit. The least with the keys? This is a good-ass question, but I thought you was going to ask me who would I trust the most. Meaning, like, who? This is not about, like, who be getting fucked up. This is just about, like, who can drive the best.
This is just, like...
Hey, this you, nigga. Say it. Because if you say, whoever you say, you dissing them for real, I ain't gonna lie. So go ahead, bro.
All right.
You just don't want to worry about anything.
Olu from Earth Gang. Johnny Venus.
Really?
Bruh. Oh, the least. Oh, you said the least.
The least.
Oh, no. That he would be the most, actually, because he's motherfucking.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, my fault. I misunderstood the question. The least? I don't know. Honestly, it's nobody that, like, I wouldn't trust with the keys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never seen Ari drive. You know what I mean? Like, I never seen Ari drive. We had to ask her how she drives. But I feel like I might remember from some stories from back in the day in Raleigh, but I could be wrong. I remember when she had the Kia Soul or whatever, but I don't know. That's a hard question because I would trust them. I would trust them all as long as they wasn't drinking. You know what I mean? You could drive me.
Yeah, that's
Hell yeah.
Anyone from your camp, Cam?
Nah, I was letting you wrap it up, man.
Right, cool.
Matching the Dreamville jacket with the hair. You fly today, man.
Fly as hell, no cash. You got that shit the fuck on, boy. What you saying?
Oh, I ain't even peeped the Air Max with the purple and the Hornets. Yeah.
Oh, I'm happy you came through,
Man,
bro.
thank you, dog. Me too.
Appreciate it. Thanks, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, man.
You, dog.
We got J. Cole, man, and get back here, man.
Flea.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all again for
Man.
tuning in. Another week, Talk with Flea Cole. Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Dope.
Taylor, good job, man.
Great job.
We might
Thank
need
you.
to step up your job here, man.
Listen, I'm always behind the camera, and of course, my luck.
Hey, no cash. She's behind the camera, but I fuck with the questions she asked, bro. This is some good questions, bro. We gotta give her. We gotta have a whole segment where she just asks the nigga questions. Obviously, Cam gonna ask most of the questions, but just give her 5 questions. You know, at the end, some fun for the fans. You know, so cool shit. But with that being said, man, I enjoyed this, bro. This was great. It was a blessing seeing Cole. So I'm gonna see what else I gotta say though after this.
On the way back, I'm like, I get the text from Cam, just be ready. I said, oh.
She's never in front of the camera. This is her first time in front of the camera ever.
Oh, you got cameras facing that way too?
No, she doesn't do the show. She just did this for you.
Wow.
I'm always behind.
She's
so,
just behind the camera, man.
Yeah,
So-
special moment.
Yeah, appreciate
Man, but with that being said, make sure y'all like and subscribe. Try to get your 1,000 subscribers. Y'all gotta know it's a cold world, nigga. You feel me? But I'm gonna catch y'all next one, man. We out.